Yo,
Yo, what's up?
yeah,
Miles Cunningham in the motherfucking building. How you doing, fam? How you doing, bro?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling, man. You know, I'm going through things, learning things, and God has blessed me with opportunities to discover and learn new things. You feel me, man? What's going on with you, man?
That's what's up.
Like,
Man.
if you had on a red shirt, you would be Gilligan from Gilligan's Island. The kids don't know what I'm talking about, but
now that I think about it with the stripes and all, yeah. Oh shit.
So what's up with you, bro? What's going on?
What's up, man? Man, I'm chilling, man. I'm going through some personal shit, but I'm taking care of it.
Okay.
See, and here's the thing, and I just want to say that because a lot of guys, they get on the tube and they complain.
Yeah.
My thing is, we all go through shit in our lives.
Yeah.
But when y'all see me, I'm a smiling, joking motherfucker. You know, you don't see no stress on me because I don't bring what I gotta handle as a man, my personal life, to the motherfucking tube. I handle my business there and I handle my business there and I separate that shit. Right. A lot of guys, they treat YouTube like their fucking diary. You know what I'm saying? Which is some feminine ass shit to me. Right. But real quick, shout out TMJ5, was good with you. Dukalux was good with you. Monogamous Player was good. Renee was good with you. Who else? We got Miami Soldier, E.T., Joe Blast, Bruce Leroy, Big Ben, Bako or Baco. I'm not sure how you pronounce that shit. But however, yo, we here. Y'all see the title, Protect Your Non-Sexual Time and Attention. And I just want to say this because a lot of guys are going to start thinking about that ARC shit where he talks about no free attention. This has nothing to do with that. This is not an offshoot or a branch off that tree. This is something completely fucking different. Yeah, and shout out to ARC, by the way. Thanks. Protect your non-sexual time and attention. Y'all see the number, area code 516-387-1224. Real quick, feel free to donate. Let me put Miles's joint.
Yes.
What is it again?
Miles in the game. $ Miles in the game. Appreciate you.
Okay, so we got his Cash App. My shit is plugged to the top of my joint, the PayPal, and also the Cash App. So feel free to donate. Also, like the damn video. Donate a like. If you're going to donate something, like the fucking video.
Facts.
All right, so we had Chris97 come up in here. Who else? DC Bold. I'm seeing some new names. They might be on your side.
And put
Oaktown's Finest.
Put a Q in the chat if you got to put a Q in the chat. Put a Q in the chat if you have a question.
Okay.
Yeah.
So real quick, do you want to plug anything before we get into this?
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Look, guys, check out the Masculine Identity membership. You know, I got a new joint coming on there for this month. I haven't settled on the title yet, so I ain't even gonna say it. But there's a new joint going on there. You know, it's the end of the month is coming up, so you know I'm about to put in that work and put the new joint on there. So make sure y'all get up on there. I'll announce it when I finalize the title, and then make sure y'all go to Bad Boy membership. You know, Lucario also has the new Bad Boy the new program going up on the Bad Boy membership as well. So, you know, y'all know what it is, man. It's almost the end of the month. Make sure y'all look at least take a look at the Bad Boy membership and the Masculine Identity membership. Go to badboymembership.com and go to masculineidentitymembership.com. And other than that, man, it's Halloween, man. Y'all cats need to get up out the house. Get up out the house.
Some chicks is this is the one day they can be hoes and not be judged.
Nigga, I was driving through downtown this morning on my way back from picking up some stuff at Home Depot, and there's already out there. See, like just going out for coffee. They got the little cat ears on and the fucking fishnet stockings and the heels on and shit. Nigga, get out of the house and go. At least I hustle. Maybe if you don't want to holler, you don't gotta holler, but at least I hustle because they out there, man. So I just want to say that real quick. Shout out to you, K Zaggin, for doing what it takes to put on another Manhood is a Skill Set show. We appreciate you in the community, man. So yeah, man, let's go.
All right, so let's get it. So again, gentlemen, protect your non-sexual time and attention. Miles and I was talking offline. We think we should call it non-sexual celibacy. Okay. So, because you let chicks know, I'm down to fuck. I'm just not down to hang with you and not fuck. So I'm saying non-sexual celibacy. But anyway, man, but this is some real shit. Now, for those of you who, I'm loud as fuck, okay? For those of you who rock with us on the Real Game No Theory, okay, we had a show last Sunday, 11 o'clock Central Standard Time, of course, and we had a caller call in, right? And he was talking about how he wanted to establish some fuck buddies situations with, some young ladies. And he was talking to us about this one particular young lady where she invited him over to her house twice. And both times he went over there, he ended up Netflix and chilling without the sexual feeling. You know what I'm saying? And basically, you know, he was trying to, so that came up, top of the dome. So
he did the Netflix and chilling without the sexual feeling.
That's right. And the sad thing about it is he went over there thinking that sex was going to happen. And it goes to the title, protect your non-sexual time and attention. Gentlemen, this is what you're going to find. You're going to find a lot of women, they want access to you without fucking. Okay. And there is nothing wrong with going out on a date, like the first date, and sex don't happen. It's cool. It's not even about the sex, the first date. It's about you catching the vibe, seeing if you and a young lady are compatible. And if you are, and you want to set that situation up where you do have sex the next go around, you do that. But you should not be in a woman's physical presence 2, 3, 4, or more times, and y'all ain't fucking. Now, this is what I want to say. I want to be careful with this. Now, if you don't care about fucking and you don't want to fuck, do you. But we all know you motherfuckers care about fucking. Okay? and what ends up happening is you guys, you get around these women and you hang around them, and then when sex don't happen, you get mad at the woman and you say, she used me.
Yeah.
She played me. No, you played yourself. Because just like you'll have a woman tell a guy, oh, I don't do that on the first date. I don't go out and have sex with guys. You got to get to know me. We got to spend some time together first. Just like a woman would tell you that, you have every right to tell a woman, look, man, I ain't trying to do all these dates. I'm trying to fuck. What's up?
Right.
You have every right to restrict a woman's access to you. I'm gonna pass it to you, fam.
All right. Well, first, let me just say, shout out to Joe Blast for the $10 super chat. He says, respect, brothers. Chat, pay up for this game. Exactly. Yeah. All right. And what I want to say is we have to look at sex as an activity between men and women that doesn't require anything. You understand? And it's also, and shout out to Renee for the $10 super chat. He said, following a real man's lead. Facts. Sex is an activity between men and women that doesn't require anything. You understand? It's something that is provided to us by nature for procreation, for recreation, and honestly for production. Like there's things that, I mean, procreation is something that it produces something. You understand what I'm saying? And we have to look at our compatibility in every aspect. You understand? Because for two people, and K-Zag and I was talking about this behind the scenes, for two people to actually come together to make things happen, whether we're looking at the production of creativity, the production of business, the production of human beings, right? There has to be compatibility. And so you have to explore your compatibility on different levels. You have to explore your compatibility on different planes. You understand what I'm saying? Because spending time with a person, remember, our time is our only resource that we can't replenish. You understand? We can't replenish it.
It's invaluable.
Right. So it makes a lot of sense to make sure that there's a certain level of compatibility, a certain level of chemistry, a certain level of, you want to know that it makes sense to be spending time with this person. And if between a man and a woman, if there's no chemistry, if there's no, reason for y'all to be together on a sexual level, then it almost makes no sense for you to hang together. And a lot of people might look at it and be like, oh, that's crazy. You should be able to be friends and you should be able to do this. But men and women were designed to come together for a reason. You understand what I'm saying? And so we can have friends in all different aspects of our life. But again, like I said, that's time that you can't get back. So if you're not compatible, what's the point? Like, for example, we all do the Real Game No Theory panel, or for example, K-Zaggin and I, we do this show together on Saturdays. The reason why it works is because there's a compatibility between us. When we talk and we bring things, we spit the game, and K-Zaggin comes up with the topic, and then I come in and I give him my part, and then I run the phone lines, and we come together and we make this thing happen. You understand? We make a little bit of money with the super chats, and you guys appreciate the game. But if both of us were just sitting here and we were talking and there was no compatibility, there was no synergy between us, what would be the point of us having a show? You get what I'm saying? What do we create between us? Where's the compatibility? Where's the chemistry? So what I'm saying is between a man and a woman, there has to be something that is created. There has to be something that makes sense and can be produced from two people coming together. Now, another thing I want to say too is that sex itself, there's a level of vulnerability when it comes to sex. You understand? And this is another level of chemistry and compatibility. If I can't be naked and vulnerable in front of a woman, and she can't be naked and vulnerable in front of me, like basically it's like saying, if I can't tell the truth, if I can't be honest, if I can't be genuine, if I can't stand in front of you as vulnerable as the day I was born and interact with you, then there's something I would say tainted about the relationship we have. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
There's something missing. There's some type of falsehood between us. This is why if I'm going to spend my time giving you if I'm going to spend time giving you energy, giving you attention, giving you resources, time is a resource. Before we even spend any money, I'm already tricking off my fucking time with you.
That's some real shit.
A lot of niggas think about money and gold digging. A bitch is gold digging your time. You understand? And like I said, it's the one thing that we can make more money, but
exactly.
We can't remake the time. So I wanna know where we're at sexually, because the vulnerability increases the genuine authenticity in the connection between me and that person. You understand? And then that reinforces the compatibility and the ability to create something real into the world, whether that be a child or whether that be the memories between you and that person. You understand? So it's very, like, if you take your life seriously, you take your time seriously, and your ability to connect to a person, if you take those things seriously, I believe that sex is a very important factor. Do you understand? Because truth be told, there's a lot of people who call themselves friends, but when shit hits the fan, are they really friends? Do you understand?
And that's how you can tell.
And that's what I'm saying. Because here's the beautiful part about being, and we I think we got Moses on. No, that's 713. No, that's monogamous.
Okay, we'll get him in a minute. Let's get to the super chat. Bruce Leroy with the 10. Appreciate you, bro. Walking His Ways Impact Voice Podcast. Shout out to him. Yeah. Y'all check him out on Facebook with the 199. Appreciate that, brother. All right.
Right. So again, I just wanted to say that the vulnerability factor helps to reinforce the genuine connection between you and another person. That vulnerability and that intimacy, that's what creates a genuine connection between you and somebody, or it helps create.
No doubt.
Even after you have sex with somebody. But what I'm saying is there's a certain level and there's a certain significance of being, like I said, vulnerable and naked in front of somebody, and being able to connect and have that chemistry. You understand? It means something else, because a lot of these women, of course they want to be friends with a nigga, but that's because they could get you to do shit for them. It's not really about the friendship. It's just about the benefit. You see what I'm saying? But when you have sex with somebody and you have that chemistry, it's a whole different level of connection. But let me see if I could get a monogamous in here real quick.
All right.
Yo, 713 monogamous, that's you?
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's up, man?
You already know that I donated.
Yep.
What's up, family?
Man, chilling. Yeah, man. I'm gonna be real short today. I just want to say that this is a great topic about not giving your non-sexual attention to women, and this goes to the point that y'all always try to make is you have to be very, very direct, right?
Right.
Now, I've always been, you know, even in my younger days, I've always been a nigga that, you know what I'm saying, you know, knew how to get pussy or whatever. But because sometimes I wasn't as direct as I am now or whatever, I have had situations where women kind of wasted my time. And then, like, for example, right? See, guys got to understand this. You know how guys will, you know, travel miles just to go get some pussy.
Yeah.
Guys got to realize you would travel miles just to get your attention.
Oh, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because I actually had situations like that. Like, K-Zag, like, I know that you said that you used to stay in Oklahoma City, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Me,
Yep.
I actually went to the University of Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? So I used to
That's what's up.
or whatever the case may be. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? So I had this one chick I was trying to mess with. She came way to my house just to try to talk, and she already knew what I was trying to do. But she was wasting my time. You see what I'm saying? But back then, I was one of them type of guys where this was a lot of guys from state. See, guys try to set up the ambiance, but they don't be clear with women. You see what I'm saying? So like, I would look at women that would waste my time. Like, wow, you really drove all this way just to come over here, just to waste my time. But I had to realize over time I wasn't being direct.
Right.
So now, or later in life, I started to be direct up front with women. That's why I started to do that coconut oil massage type shit. So I would let women know what I'm trying to do. So if a woman ain't trying to do it, guess what? You don't even have to even waste my time by coming to my house. You can just confirm it right now. You see what I'm saying? Is it a yes or a no?
Right.
So moving forward, I minimize the opportunity of women wasting my time from me being way more direct than what I used to be before.
Exactly.
There you have it. Exactly. And you know, monogamous.
And so that's it.
Monogamous. Are you familiar with Ron Wills?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
He told a story one time. It's been a couple of years. He told a story of one of his female friends. One of his female friends told him that she could go weeks, even a couple of months without sex.
Mm-hmm.
But she could not go more than 3 or 4 days without attention from a man.
Oh, wow.
Just think about that. She says, I can say no to dick for a little while,
Right.
but having a man's attention, I need that shit like crack. You know what I'm saying? So that's why that chick was willing to drive out of her way just to get some attention. That's how serious attention is to women in a lot of cases.
Yep.
Right. That's true, man. Miles and K-Zag, before I leave, man, when I was younger, man, you know how many women that I had to politely escort them out my house because they wasn't trying to do what I was trying to do.
Facts.
I was like, come on, baby, go ahead and get your purse, go ahead and get your shoes. You know, let me go ahead and walk.
I've kicked a couple chicks out.
You feel me? So yeah, you feel me? But that's all I want to say, guys. Thank y'all for the opportunity.
Yes, sir. All right, bro. Take it easy, man. Always good hearing from you, bro. Have a good weekend.
All right.
Yes,
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, monogamous. So William Kim with the 5. I left the question earlier, but I wanted to donate a little also. No, we're going to get to your question.
Yeah.
So you're good. You're good. I saw something else. I saw the homie up in here. I know I saw you, Steve.
Man, mine's at 148. There you go. Yeah.
There you go. Shout out to Steve Dean Williams in the building.
Yeah.
There you go. I want to get back to something real quick that Renee Red said. Now, prior to her saying that, she was responding to what Dukaluk said. He said sex is somewhat important, but there are guys who put sex on a pedestal.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sex is very important. Okay, I'm not gonna say it's number one. Now, if you're casually dating, it most definitely is number one. But if you're in a relationship, it's still gonna be in the top 3, right? But I want to get back to what she said. She said sex in a relationship is a huge part on so many levels. This is what a lot of guys don't understand. That sex is very important to women. Not only do women want to be sexually attracted to a guy, but they want to be sexually compatible with a guy. So what guys don't understand is that a lot of women are not willing to get to know you over a span of weeks or months without having sex with you, because they don't want to get emotionally attached to you only to find out you're not sexually compatible.
Exactly.
Right. So when women say, oh, I got to get to know you first, and they're taking out the sex, that's a red flag for you, because you should know that sex is very important to women. Women being sexually satisfied. Now, if a woman has a low sex drive, like she's had a hysterectomy or she's going through, what's that shit that old women go through? Menopause.
Menopause. Yeah.
Okay. So if you have a woman who doesn't get horny and she doesn't really enjoy the physical act of having sex, like maybe she once did, then she might be the type of chick that can wait a long time before having sex. Mm-hmm. But if you're dealing with a woman with a healthy sexual appetite and a healthy sex drive, come on, man. You can't believe these women out here when they say, oh, I got to get to know you, and they try to make you wait weeks and months. Don't believe that shit. Because the funny thing about it, Miles, they will tell you, I got to get to know you before we have sex, then go home and play with a vibrator. Because they're horny. So understand that. Chicks want to fuck. Right. So if you're dealing with a chick who don't want to fuck, she don't want to fuck you.
I want to say something else about sex too. You know the whole when they say sharing is caring.
No doubt.
And shout out to TMJ for the $5 super chat. TMJ5 for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you. You have to understand something about when you decide to share your body with somebody. Because it's different than sharing a material thing. Right. Or an outward material thing like sharing money, sharing food, sharing clothes, sharing whatever. Yep. When you share the one thing that was given to you by God and nature with someone, again, that says something about your connection to that person. You understand? Now, again, and I wanted to address what I think that guy said in the chat when he was like, some people pedestalize sex. See,
you want to go back to the comment, or you good?
No, we don't need to. He just said that sometimes men pedestalize sex. I look at it like this. I consider myself a sexual person. So when I say to a woman that we need to have sex by the second date, or else there's no point in us continuing on, I'm not pedestalizing sex. I'm pedestalizing me.
I like that.
You see what I'm saying? Because
I like that.
This is something that I know and I've accepted about myself. Now, you have some guys out there who they're motivated to have sex because they want to run back to their homeboys and share stories, or they're motivated to have sex because there's this mystique about sex and they're excited or whatever it is. And they're just young and their libido is raging. I'm a 41-year-old man. I've had a lot of great sex in my life. So I'm at a point where I know who I am. I know what I like about sex and what I don't. I know what sex, the message that sex sends to my brain. I know, like, when a woman is responding a certain way during sex, I have a certain idea about our chemistry together and all these type of things. So when I tell a woman that we need to have sex, it's not because I'm thirsty. It's not because I'm horny. It's not because of any of those superficial reasons. It's because if I don't, and shout out to Lucario, because he always says, I remember him saying this a while ago. It's not about just knowing who you are and making a full stop. It's about knowing who you are in the moment of the experience. Do you understand?
Okay. All right. I'm with that.
Because they say, I have to get to know you. Listen, I need you to get to know me during sex, and I need to get to know you during sex, because I've had instances where the chemistry wasn't there. Like, it's like the date is cool, the conversation is cool, we laughing, we joking, everything is beautiful. Even the kissing is good. Like, the making out is good, but for some reason, the actual act of sex between me and the person doesn't actually work for different reasons. Now, if the act of sex doesn't work, and I know myself to be a sexual person, that means if we if we're not taking care of some important business, we gonna be fucking.
Oh, no doubt.
That's just who I am.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying, I'm gonna finish it. So I'm saying, if I know that about myself, there's no point in us continuing, because there's no compatibility for the sex. And that's a big part of what I want to do with you. You get what I'm saying? So again, you have to, it's not just about the sex itself. It's about knowing who you are during the activity of sex, and knowing how compatible you are with the other person during the activity of sex. That's how you get to really know each other. Because it's not just about the physical act of thrusting. It's about what it says about the person in relation to you during their choice to share their body with you. You see what I'm saying? But go ahead, Zach.
And that's some real shit. This is what I want to tell people about. And I talked about this in previous videos. Human sexuality, okay, your individual sexuality, all of our individual sexualities are different, excuse me. Just like our personalities are different, how we view sex, how we view ourselves in relation to sex is all different. So when you're dealing with a woman who wants access to you non-sexually, but she's denying you access to her sexually, she is saying, I don't want you to get to know that part of me. Okay, I want guys to understand your sexuality is part of your personality. So if a woman is restricting access to you sexually, she is saying, I don't want you to get to know that part of me, but I will allow you here. But you can't pass this threshold.
Exactly.
So as a man, you're like, wait a minute. So wait a minute, hold on. So you want to hang out, you want to go out on dates, you want to do shit. But what she don't understand is my sexuality is an extremely important part of me.
Right.
And I want to express my sexuality to you. You're telling me, no, keep that shit.
Right.
Oh, so I'm gonna keep that shit. Okay, then why are we talking for? You're telling me there's a part of number one, you're telling me there's a part of your personality that I can't get to know, while simultaneously telling me there's a part of my personality that you don't want to get to know either. Why are we talking then? And this is what women have to understand. And most women, they get it, but also I want you dudes to understand it so you can stop falling for the okie doke, where chicks are telling you, no, let's just wait. Okay, well, whenever you get ready, and you can tell her, okay, cool. Hey, you want to wait a couple weeks? Call me in a couple weeks. So we're not going to go out? No, we're not going to go out. I'm restricting. Now, you don't got to tell a woman that you're restricting your non-sexual time and attention to her, but basically, essentially, this is what you're doing. You're like, no, I'm not going to let you just what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Siphon. I'm not going to let you siphon my energy.
Right.
Just so you can have my attention. Hell no. Now, also, you said something earlier, because there are some women who try to tell guys, oh, if you mention sex early on, that you're thirsty. No. See, this is what guys have to understand, and I hope you get something from what I'm about to say. The thirsty guy is the guy who waits. That's really the thirsty guy.
Oh shit.
Right? Because if Miles and I, Lucario, or anybody on the Real Game No Theory panel go out with a chick, and then we tell her, all right, and she expresses the desire to see us again, and we say, all right, as long as you know, hey, them drawers coming off. And she says, no, we should go out on a couple more dates. See, we're telling her, nah, we're willing to let her walk. Oh, wait, even if we felt like I probably could hit it if I took a couple of days, I don't want to hit it that bad.
Exactly.
The guys that want to hit it that bad, those are the thirsty guys.
Yo, K-Zag, that shit was, bro, because it's always those dudes, right? They be in the chat sometimes, or they call in and be like, yo, y'all leaving mad pussy on the table. Those are the thirsty guys. The guys that say that you're leaving pussy on the table by letting a woman know your requirements, and if she doesn't want to deal with those requirements, you let her walk. Yo, you leaving mad pussy on the table, man. What's the big deal? Take her out. If she want to go on 3 or 4 dates before you have sex, it ain't no problem, bro. You know what I'm saying? She bad though. Nah, I'm not thirsty like that, bro.
No.
I'm not because even if y'all listen to the beginning, when the intro to the Real Game No Theory show comes on, you hear me say, I don't know what leaving pussy on the table means, because pussy's never been valuable enough to be left on the table. You get what I'm saying? So
it's that simple.
It's the guys that say that, like, yo, you leaving mad pussy on the table. No, I ain't leaving nothing on the table. I'm not leaving anything on the table. I'm letting that woman know what I require. If she's not down to give me what I want and what I require, it really doesn't make any sense. And I'm not thirsty like that. She could walk, because I have an abundance mindset to know that I could holler at another chicks. Plus I got chicks on the team. I got chicks that I'm talking to, dating, everything like that. The abundance mindset is there. You see what I'm saying? Bro, so I'm not thirsty.
I would rather jack off with a spiked glove than to chase a woman for pussy. I'm not, to me, and to me, it's a dignity thing. You know what I'm saying?
He said spiked glove. That's crazy.
I would rather do that because I don't want sex that bad. I enjoy sex thoroughly and immensely. I can't front.
Right.
But like you said, I know for a fact I can get another chick pretty quickly. You know what I'm saying? Now, there might be some guys where they feel like, man, I hadn't had sex in 8 months. And you be like, if I let this shit go, it might be another 8 months. I can't let that happen. And my thing is, that's why you got to step your game up. That's why you got to fuck with the masculine identity, the bad boy membership, the man mindset, real game, no theory. Manhood is a skill set. So that way you don't have to wait 8 months in between your sex sessions with women.
Facts. Exactly.
So I just want to put that out there. We got any calls? We get on calls?
Yeah, no calls right now, but 516-387-1224. Call in, guys. 516-387-1224. Please don't call in hour and a half from now, bro. Like, please call in now so we could, so we could get to our calls with enough time, man. Come on. 516-387-1224. But if you want to get to any other questions, we could do that.
Yeah, we can let's go ahead and hop into that.
Yeah.
So beta provider cleanup gigolo, y'all with these names. I got an 18-year-old that wants me to be her first, but I have to go to Florida. And I'm in another state. Should I charge her to the game or should I make the trip? Advise.
If she wants, she's putting out the request, so make her come to you, bro. What do you mean? What do you mean? She's the one that wants something. Make her come to you.
What bothers me is he believes her that she's a virgin. And the fact that he believed that she's a virgin is what makes him even more, excited about the possibilities. I can be the first. I'm getting a round trip ticket tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So because I guarantee you, if she says I'm 24 and I slept with 100 dudes, he would be like, nah, I ain't trying to come see you.
Right, exactly.
But because she's that young and supposedly a virgin,
right,
that's compelling him to think about that shit. And my thing is, bro, look, let me tell y'all something. What did you say, Miles? You said women don't lie and they don't tell the truth. They just tell you how they feel in the moment.
Right.
So my thing is, stop believing what women tell you. And it doesn't mean that they're lying. It just means you don't know them. This is a woman, you don't even live in the same state. Right. You've never been around her physically. You don't know her. Look, gentlemen, this is a horrible kept secret. People can be dishonest and not always be forthright with what's going on with them. People might not always tell you what you need to know, but they tell you what they think you might want to hear so they can get what they want from you. I'm just saying don't be gullible and naive out here.
Right.
Beta provider cleanup gigolo. I'm curious to know, how old are you?
That was going to be the other thing, because check this out, man. I'm looking at it like this. She might be 18. She might not have a lot of money. Bitch, get a bus ticket.
There you go. Get on that Greyhound.
Get it. Because here's the thing that a lot of guys need to understand about sex. Especially when you know, again, you have a masculine identity, meaning that you know who you are. If this is really going to be her first time, then the both of you need to be in an environment where you can provide a concentrated dose of your masculinity. You understand? Because based on your statement, basically she's trusting you to take her virginity. So if she's fully trusting you, I mean, I'm assuming that everything in your question is true, because we don't, we could debate whether she might be a virgin or not, but basically she's trusting you with her virginity. So what she's asking for is for an authentic experience with you, the man. That's why she needs to come to you. She needs to be in your domain. And with that being said, in the same breath, me as a man, I'm making sure that my place is clean. Everything that is required is there. You understand? I'm gonna have water chilling. I'm gonna have, whatever we need, because I'm about to pop a hymen. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have towels down. Because
you know what it is.
Real. If this is real, that means she's really trusting you, bro. You see, but the part that lets me know that he, and I'm glad you came to us with this. But what lets me know that you needed to come to us is the part where he says, but I have to. I have to. Your language exposes you. You have to go to Florida. No, she has to come to you. She has to come. She's trusting you with her virginity. She is requesting that you take her virginity. So you need to design the experience however you can. You may be 18 as well, and you might not have a lot of money, but maybe get a fucking hotel room, get some candles. Like I said, lay down the towels and shit. And give that woman a certain experience, design a certain experience while you taking her virginity, because chances are it's not going to feel very good for her. Chances are.
No. When a chick is a virgin, chances are the first go around is going to be painful. It's going to be very uncomfortable.
Right.
So, and this is what for me, this is very troublesome that dudes are hopping on planes to go fuck. Like. The thought of someone saying, I'm going to go buy a plane ticket that costs several $100s or more just so I can go have sex. Mm-hmm. To me, that's very troubling to me that young men think like that. It's like, you're going to go pay just to go fuck? Mm-hmm. Now, if you're going to go to some place and you're going to experience that place, and while you're there, you just happen to meet some young ladies and have sex with them, that's different. But if you're mainly motivated to go to this particular location because somebody there is waiting for you to come fuck them, that blows my mind that dudes will spend that type of money to go fuck. and number one, like we're saying, trying to have sex with a virgin man is very uncomfortable. So not only will she probably not enjoy herself, but you won't either. What then?
Exactly.
And not only that, but let's say we're going to go with the hypothetical that she is a virgin. Here's the first time they're meeting each other face to face. What if she don't like you, bruh? And she changes her mind.
I mean, I hope it's deeper than that, bro. For a woman to be talking about, she want him to be the first. I hope they at least met, or at least FaceTimed or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Something. I hope it's deeper than that, man. But again, a man needs to design the experience, make her come to you, and take care of that type of business, but do it like a man should, bro. You know what I'm saying? Make her come to you. She's the one asking you for something.
Okay, real quick. The Dread Man with the $2 says, facts, my pride is worth more than cat ever will be.
Facts.
Well, a lot of guys, they don't think that way, bro. Sex to them is worth more than their own respect.
Right.
They will gladly toss respect out a window for a nut. So William says, if we fucked on the first date and she pulls back a little, wants to see me again, but says she thinks we rush sex, is that just being in her feelings? No. There could be a couple of reasons why, but I'm going to tell you one reason why it could be. See, this is what guys don't know. And we keep trying to tell you guys, there are some instances where women will use sex to manipulate you and control you. Mm-hmm. So it could be, William, that she had sex with you and she didn't like it, right? So now what she's doing, she still wants access to your non-sexual time and attention, though. She still wants those dates. She still wants to go to the movies with you. She still wants dinner. So what she's going to do is say, okay, let me pretend like I felt like I made a mistake. Because if I tell him I don't like the sex and I really don't plan on fucking you again, he won't call me. But if I pretend that I made a mistake, maybe he'll be compassionate towards that and I'll still get his non-sexual time and attention without fucking. Understand that?
That's facts. Yeah. I mean, I would have to I would want to go over the events of the first date though, just to see. But yeah, that's a high possibility. That's a high possibility that she's trying to use, sex or the prospect of having sex again and again as some type of tactic to manipulate or to get more of what she wants. Like she probably want more dates. She probably want more this. She probably want more that. But this is why you have to I mean, I don't know. Some dudes, they want to spend time with chicks non-sexually. I really don't know why.
They just like hanging with chicks. I'm like, I don't like just hanging around.
Why, bro? Because again, like I told you guys, a woman, like you said, she siphons your energy. She siphons your masculinity. You understand? She siphons the time again that you can't get back. And wouldn't that time be better if you're gonna spend time with a woman? Wouldn't that time be better spent building chemistry and compatibility with a woman that you could possibly start a family and have kids with? You understand what I'm saying? If you're just hanging out with a woman, wouldn't it make more sense constructively to spend time with a woman that has the possibility of giving you what a man requires ultimately for his life? Right?
That makes sense to me. But also because y'all know I am game hashtag her debit card works too. If a woman wants me to hang out with her, she got to pay. she got to pay for. See, and here, this is what bothers me about guys. So a woman is going to tell you, "Oh, I don't want to have sex. We should wait and go out on a couple of days to get to know each other, and then you're going to fund it." But you should be like, "All right, cool. All right, you said 2 or 3 days. All right, check this out. I'll let you know when I'm available. But if we do them dates, you're paying for every last one of them shits." You know what I'm saying?
We got
because if she's serious, if she is serious about getting to know you, she shouldn't have a problem paying.
Exactly.
But if she's just trying to manipulate you, of course you don't want to pay because she doesn't value you like that. Because what she's trying to do is get you to value her while not valuing you. I just want guys to understand the dynamic with that shit.
That's what you see, and that's what you see that right there. That's what I was talking about with the what am I saying? The symbiote. We got a call too, but the symbiotic connection between the willingness to vulnerably share your body with somebody else. I think that it kind of like evens the playing field of the motivation to be together or the motivation to spend time together. Because that's what I mean with a lot of chicks. Like they'll friend zone you and they'll hang out with you as many times as you want, as long as you fucking paying for everything.
Exactly.
And they will never. Oh, I don't want to ruin our friendship. Of course you don't want to ruin our friendship because you're getting everything. And I'm paying all the memories that we create as friends. I'm paying for every last one of them.
Okay, you're getting everything that a girlfriend would get minus the sex.
Exactly.
Just imagine that shit.
Let's get this. 732, you're on live with K Zaggin and Miles. Let's get your name, age, and city. And did you donate?
Rashawn, 26, Jersey. What's up, brother? And I donated.
What's going on?
Irvington, Hampton, Rahway, duck down, nigga. Oh, it's Halloween too. It's spooky out there, nigga.
Yo, hold on, Miles. My fault. I didn't donate. You want me to call back, or would you want to do?
Nah, you good, bro. But donate though. You know what I'm saying? Like pay homage to the game. You feel me? But yeah, go ahead, man. We appreciate you, man. Go ahead.
All right. So you put up a clip. I forgot the motherfucking name. It was a short clip, and a guy was like, would you work for me for free? He's a chef. You made a clip of some movie, right?
Yeah, it's with Bradley Cooper. Yeah.
There we go, Bradley Cooper.
Right.
So yeah, he was testing the guy to see how he felt about himself, to see how his cooking skills was. Yeah. Let everybody know in the chat. He was just scouting the chef for his restaurant. He was just testing him to see how he was. And the nigga said, "You lack arrogance. You have to defend yourself."
Right.
And I really like that, Miles. You said you got to embrace your identity. That man didn't embrace his identity.
Facts.
He looked up to the guy so much he lost respect for himself. Why would you work for a guy for free? Why would you not be able to answer that question on the spot?
Right.
So I can see how that. You as a dating coach, I can see how that relates to you dealing with a woman, right? Or it can relate to this, what y'all talking about now. Oh no, I don't want to have sex. You seem like more of a friend. What are you going to do in response to that? So I say identity comes into this very well. Now, what I will say about the topic though, me and other people, myself, I was taught that you had to be friends or do hella extra shit to get what you want. And this is outside of sex too. So let's say you wanted somebody to do a service for you, or you needed a favor. You had to bullshit and act like you actually liked them, this, that, and the third. And then later down the line, I realized you don't, right? So as I really gotten older and paid attention more and around different people, I started to see guys that barely spoke to bitches that had hella bitches. And I'm like, how is this even possible, right?
Right.
But it's because they were respected. You understand what I'm saying? The woman knew that it was going to be a challenge for them to take their manhood or knock them off their box.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a protection. There's security in that mentally. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So yes, I just want to speak. I think I'm speaking on behalf of the niggas that make this mistake of giving away a lot of non-sexual attention. Shout out to ARC. But I always felt like, okay, I got to do this, that, and the third, because it just wouldn't be right for me to just tell this bitch that's all I want to do, right?
Right.
You understand? But then I started to realize before I let y'all speak, when I started to say shit like, oh, you seem too friendly, or you seem like you like to make girls laugh and talk about bullshit. And I'm like, really? This is a thing? So that's my thing. Like it all makes sense.
Let me say this, and I'm glad you said that, because you said you felt like it wouldn't be right to not take her out, not do extra shit, because you were conditioned and indoctrinated to believe that access to women was something sacred and special. Mm-hmm. You were conditioned to believe that. And shout out Boss Mac Topsaw. He says dick is a gift. So you were literally taught that your dick has no value in the equation of sex, that only the woman's vagina does. Okay, I need you guys to understand you were conditioned to believe that. Right? So just imagine, caller, imagine this. And I'm trying not to get a little graphic, but just imagine. Imagine you're having sex with a woman and you're making her have back-to-back orgasms. And she's having full body convulsions, right? And you nut one time from all of that. You nut one time. So who would you say had the most valuable tool in the situation? You or her?
Me.
Exactly.
So imagine this. Imagine that you can please a woman more than she can please you, but yet when you try to get the sex, you give her extra shit to get something that's less than the shit you're providing.
Mm-hmm. Crazy. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Yeah. And I would also want to add to that, K-Zag, and not only your dick, but they try to make it seem like our time and our company isn't worth shit either.
Exactly.
We're conditioned to believe that. But yet, when sometimes I don't feel like talking too much, or I want to take myself out of a situation, motherfuckers trying to drag me back in. Why is that? I've been lied to by society. You understand what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure y'all went through the same thing as well. Like y'all go through it now. Callers that be hating on y'all, just sweating y'all over here, just trying to curse you out every time they speak. You understand what I'm saying? So we have a lot that's valuable, and that's why I appreciate you guys, because y'all trying to teach us what we have, what makes us valuable, and some motherfuckers don't want to listen, some do. I'm the motherfucker that does listen.
Facts.
There you go.
That's all I got to say.
Bro, I knew society lied back in high school. I knew they lied. I remember when I moved out of my family's home a couple of times in high school, and myself and the guy, we had an apartment together. When her and her friend walked over an hour in the middle of the night for some dick. From where we lived at to where they lived at on a school night. We're in high school, mind you. They walked an hour and a half at like midnight. They had to cross highways and shit to get to where we was at for some dick. That's how valuable it was for them to come get it. You know what I'm saying? So I already knew all this shit is bullshit. All the Valentine's Day, all of that. You know what I'm saying? This bullshit, because you ain't got to do none of that. And chicks is willing, assuming they're sexually attracted to you, though. You will be surprised what women will do for a man that they lust after. And I'm going to pass it to you, Miles. There's a video clip going around, and y'all can go look for it. There's a video clip of a young sister. She might be in her early 20s or something. She told a story of how she drove 7 hours for some dick. She was popping whatever you take to stay awake, whatever pills you take. She drove 7 hours to go. So for her, because she was so sexually attracted to that man, she like, I got to go get it. She could have easily called up a guy in her city. But she said, I want that dick over there, though. And I'll drive for it. Imagine that.
Exactly.
That's all I got on that.
Exactly. That's why
she know.
That's why the identity is so important, bro. That's why the identity is so important, because it's like your fingerprint, man. You know what I'm saying? The dick imprint is like your fingerprint. It's unique. You understand? And a woman will she'll go far and wide to go get the one that she wants. So that's why you got to work. You got to build your masculine identity, because that's what the woman is truly coming for. That's what she's coming for, and that's what she's coming from. You see what I'm saying? She's coming for it and she's coming from it. You understand? So you gotta build it up. You gotta understand that, and that's why I explained to the caller about the virgin. I'm like, bro, make her come to you and then design an experience. You understand? She's already interested in you. So show her you. You understand? Don't just go to her because she requested something. Again, every time a man follows a woman's lead, he's diminishing the potency of his own identity.
That's some real shit.
You understand? Every time we listen to what a woman says and we follow what she says, we're literally like moving away from our own identity. And the crazy part is you're actually doing that woman the disservice because you're following her lead. So that's less she's getting to know about you. You see what I'm saying?
See, Miles, that's too much, bro. It's so simple, it's complicated. See, and is he still on the line? Is the homie still on the line?
Yeah, he's still there.
You got anything you want to add real quick? Salute to Coach Justin. You got anything you want to add, caller? Rashawn?
No, I was going to just comment on what Miles just said after the potency in their masculine identity, with some women because they're not leading. I'm saying that's how I be seeing some niggas get feminine or real soft after being with a woman or their wife or whatever the case may be, or even just getting pussy because they're not leading and that affects them and it comes out. But that's all I got to say.
Facts. All right, man. Yo, listen. Enjoy your weekend, man. Remember, it's Halloween, so make sure you get up out and check out some of these sexy outfits and shit. You feel me? All right, man. All right, be safe, man. Take it easy. Appreciate you.
Let me we good on calls?
Yeah, we good on calls now.
And let me add this and for guys who don't get it. When you guys are dealing with women, and I had a consultation this morning where I talked to the young man about it. Guys forget that the woman or the women that you're dealing with, they're supposed to be coming into your life, not the other way around. So this is why, so an example would be this, guys. If you are an outdoorsy type of guy, you like mountain biking, hiking, kayaking. If you like shit like that, if you set up a date, set up shit like that.
Right.
Okay. And because you mentioned something very important, Miles, you mentioned compatibility. So if you wanted to invite a woman into your life, wouldn't it make sense that she's compatible with how you live your life?
Exactly.
Wouldn't it make sense for her to fucking fit in to what you have going on in your life?
That's what it is.
So imagine if you're the type of guy where your hobbies, what you like to do for fun. Okay, you like to, again, kayak, do all that shit. And she don't like to do none of that. Mm-hmm. Okay, all she like to do is go out to eat and go out and drink. And that's it. Let's say you don't drink. Let's say you're the type of guy, you eat out every now and again, but that's not your thing. So now here you are, you're adjusting your life to fit what she likes to do, while she never does anything that you do. She never takes interest in anything that you have going on. You don't do that. That's not what a lot of guys do that. You don't do that. It's okay if you and a woman aren't compatible. It's okay if you're not compatible. Like I heard women say, a man should always check with a woman before he sets up a date to make sure that she approves of the venue. So she was like, what if I don't like roller skating? What if I don't like bowling? Then don't go. But I ain't checking with you. I'm not asking if it's okay. I'm gonna take you where I want to go, and you can tell me no thanks. I'm not interested in that. Cool, but I'm not gonna offer you another date. Well, so what would you suggest then? Hell no. Fuck no.
We got. I think it's Mo. Hold on, let me get him.
Okay. So Bo Washington with the $9.99. Appreciate you.
All right. 718, you on live with K Zag and Miles on the Manhood is a Skill Set Show. What's going on with you?
Yo, I'm good, Miles. K Zag, what's going on, my brother?
Yo, what's up, man? What's going on? What's on your mind?
Donated, man.
All right, appreciate you, man.
Right, yeah. Listen, man, I just wanted to...
Hey, wait, hold on. Your phone don't really sound right. Your phone sound right. So if you could adjust it. Hello?
Yeah, I don't know what he got going on.
Can you hear me now?
Nah, you chopping up,
Hello?
bro. You chopping up real bad.
Hold on. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and speak.
Yeah. Listen, let me tell you something, man. These attention whores, man. I'm glad that guys like y'all talk about game. Game helped me realize a lot of things. These attention whores out here are very sneaky, man.
Right.
You understand? Because let me tell you, they know how to play games in a way where they don't tell you that they're trying to play games with you, but they are. You understand? Now the second thing is, I rather, if you're talking about protecting your attention and all that other stuff, I rather be out there in the streets getting rejected over and over again, which I'm not saying that's what I like, but I rather do that than to sit down here and deal with a woman who's just taking up my time like a toilet tissue.
Right.
You understand? So I mean, that's something I wanted to elaborate with that, because look, how many chicks I ran into with time wasters and I cut them off, and just off me doing that, I got rejected over and over again. But I finally ran into this woman who looked good. Let's not get on that. And then she became sexually attractive to me. That comes from putting myself out there. You understand?
Exactly.
So I just wanted to say that, man. Let me my call, fellas.
Okay, appreciate you. Let me just say this, and this isn't necessarily directed at you, Moses. I just want to tell guys, I want to caution you. Don't get mad at women when you feel like they're wasting your time. Just stop dealing with them. Don't get mad at women. Don't take it personal. And the reason why you don't want to take it personal is because that angst and that vitriol that you have for that experience, you're going to take it into your next experience with the next young lady, and you're going to fuck that up. And let me just briefly explain what I mean. I did a video months ago where a guy, he had took a woman on like 3 dates. And then at some point he was being pushy about seeing her again. And she told him, she said, thank you. I appreciate the time you spent. I enjoyed myself, but I don't think this is going to work. I don't think I'm ready to date yet. And he sent her scathing messages, wishing that she would die and wishing her all this horrible shit that would happen to her. And he was mad because he felt like I wasted my time.
Right.
And you could have just told me. And like, what was she supposed to tell you? My thing is, if you were a man leading the situation, you would have told her what you wanted to do. And then you would have got your answer long before date number 3 or whatever, how many dates you took her on. But because guys are so desperate for sex, they'll just sit back and just, I hope this is working. One day, I hope this is working.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. That's what, bro. That hoping that is gonna work out. That's what I be. When I say you got to be the architect of your own reality, that you have to design the experience. We gotta get away from allowing so much unknown. You understand what I'm saying? We got to get away from hoping that she likes this. We got to get away from hoping that she'll want to have sex with me. We got to get away from hoping that she'll like me. You see, instead of hoping, behave as such. See, no, hold on, let me finish.
All right, go ahead.
Instead of hoping, behave as such. And let me tell you exactly why you need to do this. When you behave as such, the woman that you're dealing with will explicitly have to say no if she doesn't fuck with you. Do you understand that? Because here's what happens when you're flexible and you're wishy-washy and you're hoping that she likes you. You're gonna take suggestions from her or other people, and then you're gonna end up at some farmer's market and you're not even interested in any of that shit. But you're at the farmer's market thinking, I hope she likes me. Right? And the whole time you're there, time is ticking. What do we say? Time is your most valuable resource. And the whole time you're there, not enjoying yourself at the farmer's market, time is ticking, and you're sitting there hoping that she likes you. Then at the end of the farmer's market, she says to you, you know what? I've been actually seeing this other guy, and I think we should just kind of like slow things down. You understand? And then you start to feel sad. And then you see what you said about the scathing remarks and the frustration and the resentment. Here's what a real dude does. A real dude says to himself, well, I like to go to the shooting range. You understand? Meanwhile, she don't like loud noises. She don't like violence, and she don't like guns. but you like to go to the shooting range, and you say to her, listen, we're going to the shooting range. Now, either she's going to say to herself, I like this guy and I want to be with him, and wherever he goes, I want to be there. Or she's going to say, hell to the no. I ain't got to be with him because I don't like him that much. I hate the loud noises and I don't like guns and violence. I'm a fuck him. I'm going to be by myself. See, that's the difference. But that's the difference. When I do exactly what I want to do as a man, if she don't want to spend time with me, she has to say no. You understand? But when you do what she want to do, she don't have to say nothing because she's getting to do what she wants to do. So it's not even about you at that point. It's about the activity. This is why we tell you guys, when even when I'm on online dating and I tell a woman, I say, hey, I know a nice place where we can go for drinks and connect comfortably. What evening are you free? Unless she tells me the evening that she's free, she gets unmatched, because I get a lot of women that say, oh, what venue is it?
You see.
As soon as I see that shit, I unmatch. But you got a case, Zach.
No, you said something very important. You said, I like to go to the gun range. If she goes, that means she likes me. If she don't, that means she doesn't like me. This is what guys got to understand. When a woman really likes you, she don't give a fuck about the venue.
I'm saying.
She wants to see you. So a woman will go out on a date, even if she don't like the venue, she will grin and bear it because she gets to see you. You're there. You're the date. You're the experience. Fuck where you're going. And This is what guys don't get. If the woman doesn't like the date and she's trying to get you to change it, what she is saying is, I don't like you enough to see you where you want to go. So I'm going to need you to change it to a place that I like to give me an incentive to even see you, because I don't like you like that. And this is what guys end up doing, what you're doing without realizing it, is you're forcing compatibility. You can't force it.
You can't force it.
Either you're compatible or you're not.
Exactly. So you gotta embrace your masculine identity and do exactly what you want to do. Bro, I'm telling y'all, you know Top Golf, right?
Yeah, I'm familiar with that. I'm going to here in San Antonio.
Okay, so there's another place called Drive Shack. Okay, it's the same thing. It's literally the same thing. It's a driving range for golf. But bro, I remember I was dating this chick, and I told her, I want you to wear a sexy dress and I want you to wear heels. You understand me? I didn't exactly tell her where we was going. I pulled up into the fucking Drive Shack parking lot, and she was like, "This is where we're going?" I said, "Yeah." And she didn't say nothing though. She didn't say nothing. God bless this woman.
Yep.
Because she didn't object, because again, she was focused on spending time with me. And mind you, I was dressed in I had on some suede Chelsea boots and a fucking suit.
Look at this nigga here. This nigga.
A suit sports jacket and some black jeans. You understand?
Right.
I was dressed, I guess you could say bougie too.
Right.
Everybody else in the whole fucking establishment was just on some t-shirt and jean shit, because you just there, hitting balls. It's a recreational place.
Ooh, what's she playing, bro? I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yo, she love it, right? And everybody that walked past us, bro, everybody was checking this out like we were celebrities. And even when we walked in to rent the booth and all of that, the people behind the counter was like, "Oh my gosh, you guys look so nice." Now, understand, all of those details that I explained was a part of the experience. The fact that everybody was looking at us, the fact that everybody was complimenting her on her dress and how nice we looked and everything. And then she's standing there in heels and a sexy ass form-fitting dress, hitting fucking golf balls, and I'm filming her like, "Yo, you look..."
I know you want. I'm saving this shit for later.
And I'm like, "You look so fucking sexy." I said, "This is exactly what I envisioned when I set up this date. I wanted you wearing that dress with those fucking heels, and I wanted to watch your sexy ass swing the fucking golf club and hit the balls over the thing." And then there were times when I went because I was doing a little bit better than her, and I was like, "Come here, let me show you." So I came up behind her and I put my hands around. You know how you do.
I know how you do.
And I was like, I was kissing on her neck and all this cool shit. Mind you, like I said, everybody's walking past our booth, checking us out, looking at us like, "Who are these people? Like, these must be celebrities or some shit." And I ordered dinner. You know what I'm saying? We had some food or whatever. And bro, upon leaving, this is what she said to me. She was like, "I'll be honest. When we pulled up into this fucking parking," she didn't say fucking, but when we pulled up into this parking lot, I was thinking to myself, this dude is crazy. I don't know what he's thinking. Got me dressed like this to a place like this. And then she said, "But I gotta say, it was a wonderful experience, and I'm glad all the choices that you made for us tonight. I'm so thankful for the experience. This was great. This was one of the best dates I've ever been on."
He's telling y'all how to do it. He's literally telling you how to do it.
And it was different, bro. And honestly, even there was a part of me that was like, you know what I'm saying? I hope she don't get mad. I got her up in here in heels and fucking around and blah, 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 blah. But I just had a vision in my brain. My identity took over when I made the choices for the date. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I mean by your identity. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. Trust who you really are. Make the choice. Because it ended up being one of the best and most interesting dates she ever been on. And it made her like me even more. Because she realized the type of man that she's dealing with, that I'm different. You see what I'm saying? And I was confident, and I wasn't apologetic like, think about this. I could have done two things, right? I could have said to her, "Oh, I'm sorry for making you, overdress, and I hope you're not uncomfortable, and I know it's kind of weird," and I could have done that. But what did I do? I took my phone out. I was like, "You so fucking sexy. I love how you look swinging that golf club." And like I said, I went up behind her, playing around, flirting, kissing on her. I embraced my own choices. You get what I'm saying? And
not only that,
not one time was I apologetic or acted like I was uncomfortable in the situation. That's another big part of the equation that a lot of guys do. They always forget because they be like, I know you may not like this, but I just thought it might have been a cool. No, don't apologize.
Stick with it.
Yourself and be confident and comfortable in your own situation. That's what makes the experience real. Because once you apologize and act like there's something wrong, then she's gonna think that there's something wrong.
Well, not only that. Okay, my bad.
I'm sorry. No, you good. Go ahead.
No. I just want to say that once you make a decision, you double down on it. You double down. It shows that you're very decisive and you're self-assured. Like, I know what I'm doing. Okay, and you said for a moment, I hope she don't think I'm tripping. Even if you have that thought, you still stuck with it. You double down on it. And let me just say this.
I didn't say it.
I know you kept it to yourself.
Right.
But imagine this. Because she was dressed like she was dressed, she stood out. So she got probably more attention than she would have got if she would have went to a place that everybody was dressed like her. And don't believe that wasn't a factor. Like, oh shit, they own me. Oh shit. Look, gentlemen, when women get attention, they love it. And it's cool. Don't get mad at women because she wasn't seeking attention. She was just getting it because she stood out. I just want guys to understand.
Facts, man. Look, man. And it was a beautiful experience. And it was all because I trusted myself and I made the conscious effort to enjoy the evening. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why I talk about masculine identity. Like it's other guys who, they probably, enjoy comic books or like there's things out there that guys enjoy that they may think women might not enjoy, but understand it's not about the thing. You understand? It's not about the venue. It's not about the activity. It's not about the thing. It's about the fact that she gets to spend time with you. Doing something that you enjoy. That's her learning more about you. You get what I'm saying? And then that's why again, to protect your non-sexual time and attention, when the sex comes in, that's her getting to understand something about you once again, but on a more intimate level where you're both vulnerable and you're both getting to share that vulnerability, that intimacy, and that sharing. You understand what I'm saying? And that so both of your identities get to really see who each other is, and it makes all the difference in the world. So that's why it's like, bro, like, be purposeful with your non-sexual time and attention, man. I mean, I'm not saying you might not have a look. I don't agree with it, but hey, every once in a while, there's a guy out there that has a quote unquote home girl or whatever it is, and if that's how you want to live your life, then cool. But still, make sure you have a purpose behind it. Do you understand what I'm saying? But you got it, Zach.
No, I was gonna say even with the experience you described at the golf joint with the honey, just that experience actually makes the sexual component even more enticing for both of you, because both of you are feeling each other now. That sexual energy is starting to get kicked up. So when you get to that point, it's even more thrilling, more exciting. The anticipation is off the fucking chain, and all because you cultivated a moment. You planted the seed and you watered that bitch.
Yo, when she thinks about all the compliments that she got that night, all the dudes checking her out, all the women checking her out, and oh my God, I love your dress. When she looks back through the night, and then she thinks about the fact that I told her to wear that, I brought her to this place. She thinks about the fact that I orchestrated all that extra attention she got, because a woman gets dopamine hits whenever she gets any type of attention, and she's getting attention from all these different people. But she knows who orchestrated the entire event. Bruh, it's a whole different, I'm telling you.
It intensifies the dating experience. Like you said, you used that word earlier. It intensifies it. It makes it like, oh my God, like you said, she had trepidation at first, like, oh, what the fuck? But then as the night progressed, she's like, oh, I like it. Oh, I like it. And then, of course, you getting behind her because that factored into it. Because I guarantee you that feeling was already starting to ratchet up. The sexual attention, as L likes to talk about, was already starting to ratchet up. Right. What a lot of guys got to understand is what women really want is a great experience with a great man. Okay, period. Okay, wherever they might end up at, they want a great, memorable experience with a man that they're really fucking feeling, right? So a lot of you guys, the mistake that a lot of guys make, they try to do extravagant dates, thinking that's going to create a great experience. Okay, and what it creates is a chick taking pictures of the food, but you're nowhere in the picture.
Right.
No, nobody knows who took her to that restaurant. All they see is food and drinks, but nobody knows the guy on the other side of the camera. I'm just saying.
Yo, and I've seen it. So I've seen it so many times, bro. Dudes on dates, and the girl don't touch them once. She's on her phone the whole time, taking pictures of her drinks, taking pictures of the scenery. I once saw this dude. He was on a date, and unless they walked in, other than the fact that they walked in together, I couldn't tell that he was on a date with this chick, bro.
See, you know what it was? The venue outshined him.
Right.
This is what guys got to understand. You cannot let the venue be bigger than you. You're the. Oh, look. Let me tell y'all something. Okay, and this is very simple. You should be the reason the woman is there, not the venue. Okay, I need you guys to understand that you should be the reason the woman is there. The venue should not be the reason why she's there. If that's the case, it's going to outshine you, and you're going to be over here. This is why a woman would take a picture of the food and not say, come and get into this picture. I need you guys to understand that. But they ain't gonna get it, bro. Oaktown Finals with the $9.99. Got to drop some change and a game job for the fellas on the panel today. Salute to y'all. We're just trying to help y'all. Okay, and let me just say this: we good on calls right now?
Yeah, we good on calls.
Okay. Look, gentlemen, all we're trying to do is help you guys. But in the midst of helping you, we want you to take your feelings out of it. Okay, when you're dealing with these women, don't be angry. Don't be trying to fuss and complain. Take your feelings out of it and take a look at what you're doing in the interaction. that's causing it not to go the way that you want. Because a lot of times you're the common denominator. You have a lot to do with why things aren't working the way that you want them to work. Because, and I said this, and Miles knows this to be true. If you are in the physical presence, or a woman is in your physical presence and she is sexually attracted to you, you're going to know, okay? It's hard for a woman to be around you for an extended period of time who sexually desires you and for her not to give it away.
Right.
So if you are out on a date with a woman 3 or 4 times and she never sits next to you, she never tries to kiss you, bro, this woman does not want to have sex with you. it's come on, man.
I'm telling you.
It ain't hard to tell.
And that leads me back to something simple. You know, a lot of guys, they're afraid to move in for the kiss. Right? Now, of course, there are better if you understand, if you've been on enough dates, you understand that there are more opportune times to move in for the kiss than others. And that's fine. If you truly understand. Now, because the reason why I'm saying that is because some guys are just scared and they don't want to do it at all.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, if you truly been on a certain amount of dates and you have an idea of when to do it, then more power to you. But what I'm saying is, don't be afraid to do it. And that's because, again, you're doing what you want to do. If she likes you, she will do it. If she doesn't, her saying, or pushing, she don't like you. Nigga, if you're on a date and you're having trouble trying to figure it out, nigga, just go ahead and move in for the kiss. Just do it. If she pulls back, after she pulls back, you don't even have to say anything else to it. Check, please. Check, please. Hey, you need me to walk you back to your car? Because the date is over from that point. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of dudes, they be nervous. They be worried. Oh, I hope she likes me. No, nigga, just grab her. Just not grab her, but move in for the kiss. You understand? Put your hands softly on her cheek and bring it closer to your face. And if she pulls back, check, please. We're done.
Miles, and here's the thing. It behooves you to do that because now you know. Wouldn't you rather find out right then and there that she's not interested in you than to talk to her for 2 or 3 weeks and offer more dates only for her to finally say, I think you're really nice, but this isn't going to work. And the whole time she already knew it wasn't going to work. You know what I'm saying? But she got to let you down easy and shit because after all, you did feed her a couple times. You know what I'm saying? So hold on real quick. So Antonio Wing Chun with the 5 said, "Sub fam, Miles created and modified the situation towards his specifications and sexual creativity to the woman, and she listened. She was compliant, and that's what it's all about, gentlemen. We want compliance out here.
That's it.
That's all we want. We want compliance, and we want reciprocity.
That's it.
If we're showing, because this is what guys got to understand. Any relationship that is a beneficial relationship for all mutual parties, it has to be reciprocal. It has to be, right? If it's not, then it ain't going to work. That means that one person, they want to take more than they want to give to the situation. Okay, you can't have that shit. It don't work. There's an unevenness. This is why when guys say, "Oh, I got to offer a woman dates. I just can't offer my penis. I got to offer dates too." What you're saying is, I got to offer all of this, and all she got to offer is this little piece right here. In other words, I got to give her the world, and I'm willing to take a square block that she's willing to offer. Like, no, fuck no. Anyway, man, we good on call? We've got some questions.
Yeah, we're gonna call you. Let's do the questions.
All right, so this youngster says, "Oh, we already do that one? Yeah, we did. We already did that. That's the plain one. I'm gonna hate myself for doing this one. Where's a good place to find women for a beginner? Everywhere. Let me say something, and I'm gonna pass it to you. And I don't know if this guy is still listening, or for any other guy that has a problem. Let me tell you where I've met women at. I've met women at gas stations. I've met chicks pumping gas. Like literally, a chick is pumping gas. I'm pumping gas. And I'm like, "What's up? How you doing?" And then I stop pumping gas and I go over there and talk to her. Okay, I've met chicks driving on a highway. Like I'm driving next to a chick and I'm looking like, "Oh, wait a minute." Honk my horn. She look at me and I'm like, "Pull over. Pull over." We pulling up on a highway, exchanging contact information. I met chicks at grocery stores. I met chicks at libraries, everywhere. You know what I'm saying? At the hospital. I'm visiting somebody and there's a nurse that's leaving. Where you going in such a hurry? Yeah. You can meet women everywhere. If you happen to see a woman and you like the way she looks, and if it's feasible, stop her and have a conversation. Women are everywhere.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean that's the answer to the question. But another thing I'll say is to make it just a little bit more specific as far as a masculine identity. Yeah. You should always be conscious and always be in your identity. Meaning, okay, I'll say this: embrace being a player as a part of your identity. And what I mean is you don't necessarily have to be the type of dude that is out to have sex with a bunch of women and have multiple women and all that type of stuff. But what I mean is embrace a player is the type of guy he's sociable. He can see an attractive woman and have a game plan to say something to her, to talk to her, to engage her. You understand? So what I'm saying is that keep that as a part of your identity, and then make sure you're noticing women in places that. Yeah, make sure you notice women in the places that you love to be. You get what I'm saying? Like, again, I love to talk about comic books for some reason, because there's always that stereotype that chicks don't like the nerdy guys who fuck with comic books and anime or whatever. But
that's a lie.
Go to when you go to these Comic Cons,
there's some bad women in Comic Con.
What, bruh? You understand? And again, it's not about the anime and the comics. It's about you. So when you see these chicks, you holler at them. Or if you, like I said, you're at the gun range and you see a woman there by herself testing out some guns, talk to the girl at the gun range. But again, they're everywhere, like K. Zagan said. So even in regular life, you're at the Walmart, post office, the bank, whatever. You're at the Starbucks. You got to make it a part of your identity that you're the type of guy that engages women that you find attractive. You understand what I'm saying? So make it a part of your identity. It's not about, he's asking, where to find women. Women are everywhere. They are humans. They are human beings. They are all over the place. The bottom, see here. Okay. Can you put the question back up for me real quick? Cause I just want to.
Let me grab it. Damn, I got rid of it. Okay. Hold on real quick. Damn.
You unstarted?
I unstarted.
Oh, okay, anyway, the whole point I'm trying to make is that he's asking where to meet women. If women are everywhere, you're asking where to meet women because you're making the game about women. The whole trick, the mental trick, the mindset is to make the game about yourself. Mm-hmm. So that means the women are where you are. And you engage them because they are where you are. Not to say that you want to go to where women are. No, everywhere you go, there you are. So engage the women that are where you are. Make the game about yourself. That's what I'm trying to say. Because the reason why you're trying to go someplace to find women is because you don't have that player dude as a part of your identity right now. Because if that player dude was a part of your identity right now, you would notice at the corner of your eye that there's a girl over there waiting online at the whatever. You understand? You would notice that there's a girl over there walking past you. You would notice, oh snap! It's a bunch of girls around me. I don't have to go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Make the game about you so you understand how to recognize the women that are right there where you are.
Bro, check this out. I've been in grocery stores and I've seen chicks like handling different cucumbers. I'm like, I'm gonna go over there and say something. Say, man, you need to be more gentle with that. Yeah, like, what are you talking about? I'm like, you just can't be handling all that like that. You know what I'm saying? You just throwing shit around. You gotta be gentle when you pick up something that big. so I'm up here, like literally. I would tell a chick like, and to me, because I'm a playful guy, right? I'm kind of silly sometimes,
right?
So to me, I'm in the grocery store talking. A lot of guys they'll be afraid, but she might call the manager and say what? What did I do? I'm just telling her to be careful with the cucumbers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And if she does express a problem, keep walking. You know what I'm saying? But we got a call. So we got 470. You are on live with Kay Zaggin and Miles on the Manhood is a Skill Set show. Name, age, and city. What's up?
Hey, how you gentlemen doing, Mr. Kay Zaggin and Mr. Cunningham? My name is Taufik.
All right.
I am 23 from Atlanta.
All right, cool, man. What's on your mind?
Yeah. All right. So I was out like 2 days ago, and I realized something when I was out with my friend. Whenever we are talking to like either a chick or a pair of chicks, they're always looking at him. And he told me a story about how he sat his mom down because we're around the age where we're about to leave the house. He sat his mom down and he told his mom, "I'm a man now. Like you can't, be doing like certain things that she was doing." And it clicked. The reason women are always looking at him is because he knows who he is, right? And it didn't click until because I just recently started sleeping in my car because like I've been staying at home. Like mother's been a bit abusive, and I'm and I just like packed all my stuff and I've been out for these past couple of days. It's like there's this sort of freedom that I've gotten to just learn who I am, and so that's why it clicked. So that's why it clicked. So
well, let me ask you a question. Are you still sleeping in your car?
Yeah. Well, I'm in my last year of college, so I'm sleeping in my car, but I'm in the library and the study hall like the rest of the day. I just did laundry at the Coin Laundry just this morning. Life is I'm chilling, man. I'm good.
So when you graduate, what are your plans? Do you plan on getting your own spot as soon as you can? What are your plans?
We'll see how this semester goes. But I'm really hoping for an internship next semester. Okay. So next semester is when like everything's supposed to click.
Okay. Is it possible for you to get into the dorms?
No money. Yeah, no. But I'll all I was calling for is just to say like just on the strength of just knowing who you are. Like you just attract people just without even thinking about it. And it just clicked for me just the other night, when I was with my friend. Right. So I was just
well, that's true, because what your friend is displaying is one, positive energy, two, he's displaying self-assuredness. He knows who he is, he's accepted who he is to such an extent that he told his mom, "This is who I am. Miss me with all that nonsense." So once he started standing up for himself, he basically empowered himself. See, a lot of people, they're looking for other people to empower them. Okay, when you're a grown adult, especially a man, you empower yourself. And you have to have a vision of what type of life you want for yourself, and then you have to go out and get it. And in the process of going out and getting it, you might have to tell some people to shut the fuck up and sit down. Like he told his mother, maybe he wasn't, that rude about it, but basically, hey, chill, go over there with that. And it is what it is.
Yeah. So, all right, gentlemen, thank you very much.
Appreciate you, man. And, good luck with everything. And, keep your head up, man. Stay positive. All right.
There you go.
All right, man. Most definitely.
All right. Take it easy, bro.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, man.
We're good on calls?
Yeah, we're good on calls. Get back to the questions.
All right. So we got from the homie from Africa, any tips on how to get over fear of the unknown when about to approach a woman? Bro, it's a mindset thing. Okay, this is what a lot of guys got to understand. A lot of shit isn't about you saying something slick. A lot of things is about you changing how you think. Okay, your mindset. Look, fear, people can't teach the fear out of you. Okay, I need guys to understand. People can't teach the fear out of you. All we can do is give you. I know, Miles, you like to talk about best practices. We can do that, but as far as the fear, only you can get over that. Okay, and my thing is, what are you worried about? Are you worried about rejection? Are you worried about people listening and overhearing it? Okay, whatever those hangups you have to get over that, and you have to develop. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do me. I don't give a fuck who laugh at me, who point at me, who look at me, and really ain't nobody paying attention to you. Everybody else in their own world anyway. I think a lot of guys, when they be walking up to a woman, they think everybody stops and just like, he's about to make the approach. He's making the approach. The guy in a black dinner jacket is making the approach. Everybody, let's be quiet. Let's listen to what he has to say. Oh, he fucked up. He stuttered. And I'm like people are just watching you and shit. Like, no, bro, it ain't that serious, man. You got anything you want to add to that?
Okay, what I would say is you want to get into the mindset. You want to get into the mindset of objective discovery. And what I mean by objective discovery is that because the reason why people fear the unknown is not because it's unknown, but because they are afraid that what they don't know might end up being something they don't like. You understand?
Shit.
But when you say to yourself, objectively, okay, understand what the word objectively means. Objective means no emotion, just it is what it is. You understand? Like, so you want to objectively discover, meaning you want to find out what happens when you say hello to a woman. That's all. Like the other day, I was in BJ's, and there was this girl giving out the samples, and she looked cute, but she had a mask on, because when they store, they got to wear masks and stuff, especially when she's handling food. And, okay. and I came up to her and I said, hey, could you pull down your mask for a second? And she was about to pull it down, and then she said, why? As soon as she said why, I already knew it wasn't going anywhere. You understand? But I said, I'd like to see the rest of your face. You look very beautiful. You look pretty to me. I want to see the rest of your face. And then I saw her nails. She had French manicure, and that's my favorite. I said, I really like your French manicure. Is that your favorite? Because it's mine. And I said, and I did my line. I already knew it wasn't going anywhere, because once I told her to take her mask down and she didn't, I already knew. But then I was like, so who would have an issue with us going out for a drink sometime? Or no, I said, is there somebody that would have an issue with us going out for a drink sometime? And she said, yes, there is. And I said, all right, that's all I have to hear. You have a nice day. You understand what I'm saying? Now, again, I wasn't worried either way. You get what I'm saying? I wasn't worried either way. I was objectively, because I walked past and I was like, yo, that girl kind of cute. And she had like big puffy natural hair. Like I love chicks with natural hair. But anyway.
Yeah. So
I just said, let's go see. In my mind, that's literally what I said to myself. Yo, go see what happens. I went over there, did my thing, and it was objective. And after I walked away from her, I swear, there was no part of me that was like, oh man, oh, she rejected me. There was no part. Like, I went about my day. I picked up some eggs. You know what I'm saying? I picked up some eggs, and then I looked if they had the coffee that I wanted. They didn't have it. Then I checked out. I had like 3 items, and then I went about my day. Only reason why I'm remembering it is because it's just for the show. I'm trying to tell y'all what happened to me. You understand what I'm saying?
But see, this is some real shit, and this is what I want to tell people. What Miles is describing, if you haven't gotten it already, is his demeanor didn't change. So the same happy-go-lucky, skipping, enjoying my day. When a chick said, basically, no, I'm not interested, he's still enjoying my day. It didn't change. And this is what a lot of guys don't know. When you're dealing with women and your demeanor changes, she sees it change.
Facts.
Because she sees you came up to her one way, and as soon as she said anything that got you thinking that it might not work out, now you're like, your shoulders slump. Okay. And that in and of itself is very unattractive, because you're too caught up on the outcome. You're too outcome dependent. And that's where the fear really comes from oftentimes, because you're like, what if she says no?
Right.
What if she doesn't like me? And another thing that guys have a problem with, guys automatically assume that when women reject them, it's because the women thinks that they're ugly or something. No. Now, sometimes it could be because she doesn't find you attractive, but there are so many other reasons why she might reject you that have nothing to do with you. Like what Miles just said, she got a man. Now, whether she's telling the truth, who knows? And it don't matter why. Look, anytime a woman rejects you, it doesn't matter why. The why is inconsequential. It's irrelevant. All you know is like instantly when a woman rejects you, gentlemen. Look. This is how simple it is. When a woman rejects you, it means you're not compatible.
That's it. That's
it. Because anybody out here, women will tell you, men will tell you, if I'm gonna date, I'm looking for someone that I'm compatible with. So if a woman rejects you, she ain't the one. She's not compatible with me. All right, I'm out. That's why you don't feel no type of way about the rejection. You keep it pushing. You ran into a woman that you're incompatible with. It's that simple.
That's it. Right, it's really that. That's it. You know, stop worrying about the unknown and just focus on discovery, and you'll be fine.
Okay, so he said something about hoping would be considered a feminine trait. I would say that it's not a masculine trait when you hope for shit. You know what I'm saying? But you have to be careful with that, and I say that for this reason. If you are applying for a small business loan, maybe you might hope that you get that shit, right? So I would say when it comes to dealing with women, hoping that's not a masculine trait. If you're trying to get a business loan, there's nothing wrong with it, man. I hope this shit go through. But like anything in life, you have to be prepared for the outcome to not go in your favor. Okay, with anything in life, not just with women, but with anything, you have to, like this YouTube shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, we see goofy niggas getting all the views. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. The show must go on. We do what we do.
Exactly.
And you know, I would like for more young men to get off the bullshit and come to the real shit. Mm-hmm. I would like for that to happen. But at the end of the day, what I know will happen is more young men prefer to deal with shit that's easy and comfortable for them. Right. See, what's uncomfortable is for you to look within and look at yourself, because you might not like what you see. And that's the problem with a lot of guys. And let me just say this, I'm going to pass it back to the homie Miles. See, it's easy to get a passport and go to a foreign country and pay for pussy, because there's no self-development that needs to be had with that.
Right.
Okay, all you're doing is fixing a problem that you have in the meantime. And you and Lucario did a show recently talking about only men who complain about women are sexually attracted, or excuse me, sexually, how can I, men who complain about women are sexually frustrated or some shit like that. Right. So a lot of times when guys, they just take the shortcut and pay for pussy, they're sexually frustrated. So they're getting a temporary fix to a long-term problem. And the reason why it's a long-term problem is because they don't know how to attract women genuinely and naturally to them, right? So they never have no self-development in that area. So what guys need to understand, when you talk about, oh, how do I get over, approaching women? Part of self-development is you understanding that you are enough. As a man, you are enough. You're good enough.
Facts.
You gotta believe it. The woman can't believe it if you don't. Man, that's it.
That's huge. The women can't believe it if you don't. That's a big fact, man. And there's nothing wrong with hoping. There's nothing wrong with hoping, but at the same time, you have to see men at the end of the day, a man's language is action. You understand? A man's language is action. So, like even Christians will tell you, like, while you're praying, I hope you're doing something too. You know what I'm saying? Like, while you're praying, I hope you working on something as well. So you could pray, you can affirm, you can speak it into existence. But let me tell you something. Understand, words are tools of motivation to manifest. That's what words are. Do you understand? So words motivate action. You understand? Words help action to come about, and that's what actually creates the manifestation. Action is what ultimately creates a manifestation. Words just kind of, words are like cheerleaders. Like, they help you to they give you motivation, or they give you excitement or whatever to get you there. But ultimately, hope and prayer and all that other shit, ultimately you can look at it as feminine. Because again, masculine, when you break everything down as far as masculinity, it's all about action. It's all about what we do. We're very logical. It's either yes or no, east or west, up or down, one or zero, love or hate. Like, that's all men are about. So hope is a feeling on the spectrum of emotion. So therefore, it's ultimately a female trait. So yes, It's shit, men are about action, bro. Yeah, we could hope for shit, but at the same time, we putting in that work to make sure it happens. You understand?
What did Fabulous say? My plan B is to make sure my plan A doesn't fail.
Exactly.
So you always have a way to see a way. You always have a way. A lot of times, the first thing you might have did, you might have hoped it worked, and then it didn't. So your problem probably is hoping. Your problem probably isn't that. Your problem probably is rather that you're not doing what you need to do to see it come to fruition. You're just doing probably the bare minimum or what causes you the less sacrifice and hope that it pays out. Whereas success, man, you got to sacrifice for success. You can't hope your way to success. You got to sacrifice for it.
That's a fact. Exactly.
All right. So Unique says, Kazak at 20 miles, would you say that doing an activity on a date with the woman is more interesting than a simple drink? It depends. It depends. Like me personally, I like bowling. I like to play pool. I had no problem inviting a chick to go bowling with me or to go play pool. And the funny thing is, I've heard women say, "Oh, I don't want to do no bowling date or no pool date." But anytime I offered it, a chick never had a problem with it. She was super excited.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And like you said, I'm standing behind her trying to help her shit. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, it just depends. I would say that some dates where there's an actual activity, it could be a little more fun simply because it's more interactive. Maybe you're talking about different things more. But even with a drink, you got to remember this, Unique, that you're the date.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're the date, because if you take a woman bowling or kayaking or whatever, and she ain't really feeling you, there's not going to be any enjoyment anyway. Right? So a woman can literally say, "Oh, this guy took me on this kayaking date. He took me to go play laser tag. He took me to go bowling." But then with you just having a simple drink, but she's having more fun with you because she likes you. She likes your company more than his company.
Right.
She might have enjoyed doing the activities, but it really, like you said earlier, it wasn't synergy with her and the guy because she wasn't feeling them. So I just understand that don't allow that activity, as I said earlier, to steal the show. Okay, right. You steal the show.
Exactly.
You want to add to that?
Yeah, I just want to add. See, I like doing drinks for the first date. I don't go too far with the activity stuff for the first date. And the reason why is for the first date, I love to keep it as simple. I think going out for a drink is a simple enough thing where I can gauge the chemistry. You understand? Now, when it comes to activities, you know, it's like I'm basically saying if I'm gonna take a woman on an activity, that's me giving her more more room to get to know me, and I don't know if she actually deserves that just yet. You understand what I'm saying?
The peach rose is funny.
I don't know if she fully deserves all of that space or all of that specificity of getting to know me just yet. So. Because remember, you can go to a bar and just spark up a conversation with a chick.
Mm-hmm.
And that could turn that, you know what I'm saying? That could turn. So that's what I'm saying. I try to keep it simple and easy, because if the date ain't going good after the first drink, hey, so I'm going to go get the check. Or, hey, check, please. We good here. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
But let's just say we paid for an activity on the first date. And, like, let's just say bowling. Bowling is how many? What, 12 fucking frames or 10 frames?
10 frames in like 2 or 3 games. You're gonna be there for a minute.
You're gonna be there for a minute. Now, what if you sitting there talking and you realize this bitch is? I have nothing in common with this bitch. The chemistry's not, and I don't want to waste my fucking money, so I gotta finish these other 9 frames.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
See, and to your point, that's why you don't do it activity-based dates in the beginning, because it takes too much time. So really, what you're doing is you're giving, what did we say about the show? Okay, protect your non-sexual time and attention. You're giving her more time around you. Okay, because a drink, it take an hour maybe? Okay, if you do bowling, you might be there for 2.5 hours.
Yo, a drink could take less than a half hour, because it's really just 1 ounce of alcohol with a little bit of mixer or whatever. And sometimes I know. And another thing with the drink is you could tell a few things about a bitch. if with the drink based on how fast she's sipping, how fast or slow
I watch that. I watch that shit.
Shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? So I like the drink because it's simple enough to say, hey, I'm just getting to know you. You get what I'm saying? Yep. Now, as far as the activity, I ain't taking you rock climbing until you deserve that. I ain't taking you bowling 10 fucking frames of my time until you deserve that. I'm even pool. It takes time to knock all them balls into the hole. You know what I'm saying? Yep. You don't deserve all that just yet. Yo, I don't do movie dates until after the 12 month mark of the vetting process.
Yep.
Understand? Because me sitting next to you for 2 hours watching a movie, we're not talking. Like, the reason why is because 12 months into the vetting process, I have a better idea of who you are. You understand? So we can sit silently for 2 hours and watch a movie now because we know each other. It's been 12 months. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So all of those things come into play. So it's like, bro, yeah, watch to see if she's pacing her drink with you. Exactly. Because you got some chicks, they just be knocking shit back and you're like, oh, you just here for the drinks. Okay, check, please. We out of here.
Right. Not only that, like, I'm the type of dude, and I don't like funding people's habits. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a habit, I feel like I'm funding your fucking habit. I don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's my personal thing. This is why when I very first would meet women in clubs and bars, I wouldn't offer them a drink. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to offer you some conversation.
Right.
But if I'm talking to you and you immediately, so you're going to buy me a drink. Now I'm thinking to myself, so you want me to buy you a drink because you're an alcoholic and you ain't got no money. You want someone to help you fund your habit, bitch? Is that what you want? You know what I'm saying? Or it might not even be that. It might be like she's not really interested in you and she feels like, I'm really here to get free drinks all night from suckers like you. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't no sucker though. I'm not trying to offer that. But I just want guys to understand, like, even with the activity dates, I don't do no activity dates the first date. I think that's, man, you're barking up the wrong tree. There's so many different things that can happen that can go wrong. Right. And now you're stuck being somewhere for a long period of time. Like, even if you went, imagine you picked a chick up and y'all went somewhere to go kayaking or horseback riding. And that shit was like an hour outside of the city. Now you stuck out there having to take that chick all the way. You know what I'm saying? So
look, an activity date.
Oh, shit.
An activity date definitely can be more interesting, but she has to deserve that interestingness.
and I have to like her, Miles.
Yeah, I gotta
like after we fuck though. We have to have sex, and I gotta like you after that.
And that's what I was gonna say too. First date is drinks. The second date, the activity is the sex. What the fuck are we talking about? Like, what are we talking about? That is the activity, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
And look, and sex is good exercise. Don't let nobody, like, you can tell her, like, look, I don't know when last time you had a workout, but I think we should do one tonight.
Facts.
Mattress calisthenics in this bitch. We should do one tonight.
Yeah, let's get a sweat popping.
All right, hold on real quick. We got another question. Did we answer this one already? Okay, we already did that.
Yeah.
Okay, damn, you answered a couple of times. We're going to get to you, fam. We ain't going to leave you hanging. All right, so he says, what if you go to the venue and she doesn't like it and start having an attitude and showing disinterest? Should you leave and end the date or play out the day? Look. Oh, yeah. And I know Miles is going to co-sign this. This is precisely why you choose a place you like to go.
Exactly.
Because you can say, hey, the date is over. And wherever you're at is going to be more women. You don't got to leave. She can leave. And then you stay there and meet more chicks. See, this is precisely why you never choose a venue based on what you think the woman would like. Because what if you choose the place you've never been? Mm-hmm. Now you're there, you're like, man, it sucks. Because that's what a lot of guys think. Man, my whole night is over. My night is fucked up. No, if you chose the venue that you were used to being at and you know the people there, there's a good vibe, you know there's chicks that be there, your night is not over. It's just beginning because you got rid of dead weight. Mm-hmm. So what you got to say about that, fam?
Man, you definitely need to end the date. again, like we said before, if she's making it about the venue or the activity, then she's literally telling you that the venue or the activity is more important than you are. It's more important than spending time with you. It's more important than getting to know you. So therefore, you can end the date right there, because she's letting you know that your identity, time spent with you, is not important to her. So you definitely should end the date. Period. You know, a lot of guys, they you know, they're simping on the promise of sex. They think that, oh well, if I play it out and let it go, maybe she'll start to maybe turn this thing around. I ain't trying to turn no woman around, man. I'm not trying to turn no woman around. Like a woman knows whether she's attracted or not. I ain't trying to turn you around.
I'm not trying to convince you to like me. Like, what the fuck is that about?
Yeah, I'm not here to convince. I'm here to display, not convince. You understand?
There you go.
You're gonna get to see you're gonna get to see and experience the man that I am. Now, as soon as she begins to act like that's not important to her, check please. We're done.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Check please. And if we're sitting at a table, check please. As soon as we do the check, I'm going up to the bar by myself. And I'm gonna sit there and there better not be a sexy chick there, because I'm gonna start a conversation immediately. So how you doing? Where you just look? Yeah, look. Don't worry about her. You know, some people don't appreciate shit. So how you doing tonight?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So anyway, but no, I don't. You don't want to be salty and talk about people, fam. I'm just joking. You don't want to be salty and talk about people, because I can fuck up your prospects with a chick that might be feeling you.
Exactly.
So you could be like, we weren't compatible, but I'm trying to see if you and I are. You know what I'm saying? That's probably a better way to handle that one, right? Next question. He says, Miles, on dates when a biatch didn't want to kiss you, didn't you tell that girl wasn't feeling you like that when you first approached her? I'm assuming he's saying when you tried to kiss a chick, couldn't you tell that she wasn't feeling you when you first approached her?
I haven't been on a date. I haven't been on a date where I tried to kiss a chick that wasn't feeling me, though. So I don't. Wait, let me read the question. Miles, on a date when a bitch didn't want to kiss you, didn't you tell the girl wasn't feeling you like that when you first approached her? Sometimes you can in. Okay, let me tell you what it is with me. On my dates, I run the show. I literally run the show. So even when we first approach, if she tries to give me like a half a hug or a church hug, I let them know the date cannot continue unless we get a really good hug popping. You understand? So then they give me the hug, and then I tell them, that's a really nice hug. You give really good hugs. You understand? And then we continue. So I'm already running the show. You understand? Now, as the date progresses. And another thing, too, is because I invited her out for a drink, I always at least try to get to the point where we are sitting down with drinks. You understand? Because that's what I offered. You understand? Now, in some instances, once we get there, I already realized that, we're not going anywhere, and it is what it is. But again, in those instances, again, I already blocked the time. We're already having a conversation, and I love to study things. You understand what I'm saying? I study the ebb and flow of the conversation, certain other things. I always talk about sex. I ask him about sex, these things like that. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I'm still doing what I want to do. The advice that I'm giving is for guys who are unsure of what's going on. That's what I was talking about, Chris. If you really was listening to what I'm saying, I was talking about guys who are sitting there on the date, like we was talking about earlier, about hoping that a woman likes them. You understand? Sometimes I'm in a situation where I know she's not feeling me, and I already know there's not going to be a second date. But at the same time, I promised, I offered her a drink, and that's what I offered, and then I continue the whole interaction. I'm still in control of the whole interaction because I understand what's going on. You get what I'm saying? So it's a little bit different for me. I'm at a different level of the game than the context of this question is a little bit different, for where I'm at. You understand what I'm saying?
There we go. There we have it. All right. So J9A says, can flirting on the first approach help you not waste time a lot of the time on women that are not sexually attracted to you, you always flirt.
That's the point. Yeah, you always.
Yo, man, look, if y'all are having conversations with these chicks and y'all ain't flirting, you're fucking up. Why wouldn't you flirt? Like, look, gentlemen. Okay, I always talk about, and I want to make sure I set a distinction. You always set a woman's expectations as to what it's going to be like fucking with you. Now, you don't have expectations, but you set them in a sense that if I'm having a conversation with a woman, I want her to know that I desire her sexually.
Exactly.
I need for her to know that. Because see, all women know when you strange motherfuckers approach them that you want some sex. All women know that, right? But a lot of times guys can confuse women with your actions. Okay, you can have a woman thinking, okay, he coming at me like he think he might want to get to know me, right? So you can confuse women sometimes. For me, I want to leave no doubt what I'm trying to do. Because once she knows what I'm trying to do, she has no choice but to respond with what I'm trying to do. She got to respond to it. Okay, that eliminates any manipulation, any game plan. Okay, you ain't gonna be able to get one over on me because I'm letting you know what I'm about. You got to respond to it. So I know what Miles does. He has a conversation with the young lady, and he says what he says to get him out for a drink. This is what I would tell any guy. If you're having a conversation with a woman, you should never have no 10, 15, 20-minute conversation and you have yet to get to the point of what the fuck you want. Okay, you should get that out the way within the first couple of minutes, no longer than 5 minutes. She should already know, are you trying to fuck or you trying to offer a date? Whatever it is, she should know what the fuck you're trying to do pretty quickly. And you should be flirting while you're doing it. Yeah. What's your opinion, fam?
Yeah, you should, what we were talking about earlier about doing what you want to do and seeing if she follows your lead. You understand? That's going to indicate her level of interest. So, but again, the problem is a lot of guys, they don't like, they're scared to flirt. They're scared to talk about sex. They're scared to do these things because they don't want the woman to leave or they don't want to end the date too early or whatever it is. So it's like, you want to flirt. You want to let her know that there is some type of sexual interest there because you want to let her know what type of time you want, what page you're on. You understand? So don't be afraid of that shit. Definitely.
There we go. But also, a woman will show you real quick. If a woman is uncomfortable with you being flirtatious, she don't feel you sexually.
Exactly, and you can leave her alone.
And then you can leave her alone and move on to the next chick. That's simple.
You don't need to ask her out on a date at that point.
And you don't need her number because a lot of you guys just be getting numbers and collecting numbers and shit ain't gonna go nowhere. Exactly. You're just wasting your time.
Exactly.
Crystal Player says Miles on dates. Wait a minute. Wait, did we do that already?
It's the same thing, but he was talking about a story that I told about when I told a woman where she should sit. And
okay.
And the thing with that date in particular was that she listened to my instruction up to that point. You understand? So I thought we were moving in the direction that I wanted to move in. You understand? So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Like, again, a lot of guys, the whole game and dealing with another human being is not a perfect science. You understand? But
no, it's not.
At the point where it's present and clear that it's not going anywhere, yeah, you can end the date. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I did in that situation.
So a lonely guy. See, your name says it all about you, how you feel about yourself. But what if you constantly get rejected? How you stay positive, bro? Let me tell y'all something. See, if you're constantly getting rejected, no woman wants to deal with you. Then it's you. It's you. At some point, you have to admit the problem is with me. I need some help. A lonely guy. I see you a lot in my shit, Miles and Lucario shit. Bro, if you need some help, you need some assistance, right? Reach out to people. You might need some coaching because I'll give you a real quick example. Let's say in a 3-week time period, you approach 100 women and all of them say no, thank you, then there's something wrong with you. Look, gentlemen, there is no way on God's green earth you should approach 100 women and not at least one want to get with you. At least one.
That's a
If
fact.
all women are turning you down, then it's you. Something is wrong with you. There's something that you're doing wrong. Maybe you stink. Your grooming is fucked up. You can't dress. You can't talk. You're nervous. There's something going on with you that you need to fix. I just want guys to understand that. You need to fix the shit.
Yep.
All right. All right. So on that one. So he says, hold on right here. All right. So it says, I'm on the Bad Boy membership. Salute to you.
Mm-hmm.
But would the masculine identity membership help if I'm only dicking these ladies down? Miles, that's your question.
Nah, you if you getting what you want out of your dating situations, stick with the Bad Boy membership. Stick with the Bad Boy membership. Again, the masculine identity membership is exactly what this is why I made the fucking title so long. This is exactly why I made the title so long, so y'all could know exactly what it is. It's about creating a masculine identity. If you know all you want to do is dick these bitches down, nigga, do you? Again, a lot of guys think this is some type of like, miscellaneous hustle. No, I'm trying to be very specific. I'm trying to get guys who feel that they need to develop a masculine identity to be on the membership. Now, if you getting what you want out of the situation, bro, and the Bad Boy membership is working for you, and all you're doing is dicking these chicks down, and that's who you are, and that's what you want to do, stick with what you're doing, bro. Period.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix
it. Keep doing you. But if you feel like you're unfulfilled in some way,
right,
then you might need to figure out why that is. Let me just say this real quick. There are some people, men and women alike, and I think I heard you say something about this recently, Miles. They're using sex as a conduit to evoke emotions. They're trying to get somebody to like them out of using sex to do it. Right. And that's why when you hear people say, "Oh, I had a lot of sex and I feel empty," they're not having sex for the sheer enjoyment of fucking. They're having sex because they're trying to elicit some type of emotional connection via the sex. It don't work that way.
Right.
You are literally, that's an unhealthy way to go about doing things. If you want an emotional connection with someone, get that. You know what I'm saying? Minus the sex. But if you're using sex as a conduit to elicit that, you're gonna fuck up. Exactly. And then what happens is they end up blaming the opposite sex because they feel like something is wrong with them. No, something is wrong with you because you're using sex for a purpose that it was not intended for.
Exactly.
In my opinion.
A lot of guys are they want to have sex again, like you said, not because they enjoy it, but because they're looking for validation. Because they probably got they homeboys who love to share stories, and if they ain't got no stories to share, they're like, man, I need to go have sex with a woman so I can have a story to share. Not because you actually like sex like that, or that you're even interested in the women that you having sex with, but you just want to be able to have a story so you can join in with your boys and all this type of shit, and that's really just validation, and that's very immature. So you got to be careful. Why you're doing it. And if you really have a problem, then yeah, maybe you do need to join a masculine identity membership, because your masculine identity has nothing to do with your body count. You understand what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with sex necessarily. You understand? So you got to understand, you have to, if you know who you are, then you good. But if you have questions on who you are, then get on a masculine identity membership.
That's what's up. That's some real shit. So this guy, you need to get on somebody's program, family. You have questions all the time. Look, let me just say this before I answer this question. A lot of times when you guys have issues, they're deep-rooted issues. They're not going to be solved with us answering your questions on the live stream. We'll answer your question, but you're not going to get the help you need unless either you get therapy, that's one, or you get coaching so we can sit down with you and figure out the root cause of why you have the issues that you have. And I guarantee you got a lot to do with that.
Exactly.
So he says, can social anxiety, not just with women, be fixed by yourself, or does it sometimes need therapy? It might need therapy.
Yeah, it depends on how severe it is. Yeah. Okay, I'll say it like this. Because if you really want to combat social anxiety, talk to more people. But if you can't, if you are paralyzed Like if you see people and you're fucking paralyzed where you just can't talk to nobody, men or women, period, or even your own peers, nigga, you need therapy.
Yep.
You understand? Because anything that you want to get better at, all you need to do is do it more. So, but if you don't even have the ability just to do it in the first place, yeah, you probably need therapy, homie.
There you go. It's just that simple, family. Reach out to us for coaching. Real game, no theory. Pick a coach. Renee says, what does a fast drinker mean or a slow drinker? In my opinion, a fast drinker means someone that drinks a lot. And it does, I don't want to say that it necessarily means that they are an alcoholic, because you got to ask yourself, what are they drinking though? Because if someone is drinking something that's real fruity and sweet, they might not taste the alcohol, so they might drink it fast.
Right.
But if a chick got a double shot of Jack Daniels and nothing in it, and she guzzles that motherfucker like water, that bitch is an alcoholic.
But see, there's also I'll say this, there's also the context of the date. There's also the context of the date. And the reason why I say this is because I've been on dates where a woman finished her drink fast, but that's because she was ready to go have sex. You see what I'm saying? So it still depends on the context of the date. Now, if you and the girl are just talking and you like you know she's not, you can tell that the chemistry's not really there and she's just knocking back drinks, then she's just using you for drinks. You understand? But if a woman is like stroking your leg and looking you in your eyes, you know, longingly, and she look like she's ready to fucking eat you like a plate of food, and you give her the drink and she's like, all right, so when are we leaving? You know, when are we headed back to your place? That means she's drinking fast because she's ready to go do something else.
She's ready to go have sex.
But you know, and if she's a slow drinker, you know, again, there's context, right? You know, if she's a slow drinker, maybe she don't, you know, she's just not. You know, she just loves to sip. You got people that love to sip. Like me, I could order one shot of tequila and that could last me the whole night. Cause I literally just love that's it, just a little bit. You understand? So it's context. It's context. Cause it's not, so again, it's not just about the drinking, how fast or slow you drink, but it's also about what else is going on in the date. And then you can use the clues with her frequency of drinking to help you deduce other things.
There you go. So for everyone listening, it's not cut and dry.
Exactly.
It's not black or white. There's some gray area. Like you said, there's context. You got to look at everything in totality.
Exactly.
So don't, if a chick drink fast, don't automatically assume she's alcoholic. Don't automatically assume she's trying to use you so she can get another drink real quick. Like Miles said, as soon as she finishes that drink, you're looking at her like, man, she's an alcoholic. And then she hits you with, I'm ready to go home with you. You're like, okay, well, maybe not.
Maybe not.
Because she was an alcoholic, because she would want more drinks. Right. She just drunk that one.
Right.
Oh, okay. So now, because you in that prejudgment mode where you judging the situation, but you're wrong about it.
Exactly.
So I'm glad you put it like how you put it.
Yeah.
There's another question right here. He says, I noticed that on a date, the woman would finish her drink before me. Is that an indication that she wants to end the date quick? We just told you the answer, really.
Again, it's context. If she's not feeling you, or like, all right, during the first drink. See, this is why, guys. This is why you need to like start with the touching. You know what I'm saying? Move closer to the woman. Start talking about sex. Start flirting. So during the first drink, you want to do all these things. Now, if it's like you start talking about sex and she's like, oh, I don't want to talk about that. Whoa, what's the matter with you? Are you thirsty? And then she just knocks back the drink. Then she's letting you know, I'm not having a good time, and you know my drink is done. You can end the date whenever you want. You understand, that type of shit. But if you're touching her and she's touching back on you, and then y'all start making out, and then you all of a sudden you see her grab the drink and knock it back. That's when you're supposed to say, check please, but in a good way. You say check please, so you tell her to get her purse and all this and all that, so y'all can make it back to the crib. You understand what I'm saying? So again, context. It's all about context. Do we have any more?
We got this one. I think this is the last one. We got another one popped in, but we have this one. How do I get confidence around women when most are taller than me? I'm 5'2" and struggling with confidence. You looking at it wrong. Let me say this. Let me tell this story, right? Here in San Antonio, they have a WNBA team, the Silver Stars. I remember one night, I was feeling myself this night, right? Because I was at Papa Do's celebrating a partner's birthday party, and one of the chicks there was on me. Then we end up going to a nightclub called Chocolate City later that night. And then I met a chick in another store. I had two chicks that was trying to get my attention the whole night. And then these tall ass basketball playing chicks walked in. And some of them was cute. So I'm like, I'm trying to climb something tonight. I'm trying to climb me a tree tonight, right?
Right.
So even though these chicks are like 6'6" and 5'9", I didn't give a fuck. I'm trying to climb me an Amazon tonight. So when the chicks was coming in, I'm like, how y'all doing? I'm like this, how you doing?
Yeah.
I'm looking up at the chick, and I'm not even intimidated at all. I'm literally trying to climb me something. So you have to get over the anxiety of feeling insecure about your height. And this is what I want guys to understand about height. Women just want someone that's taller than them for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, you have to ask yourself this question. It's a fact that there are midgets or little people, right, that have regular sized wives, like little guys, and they have regular sized wives that aren't ugly. So if this guy who's 3 foot something can pull a chick that's a regular height, there's no excuse for you. But you got it, Phil.
Exactly. Well, look, I'm like, depending on what shoes I wear, I could be considered 5'7", but I'm really like 5'6", and I've never struggled with height, man. And women love to. I always love to tell women to wear heels. So a lot of times I'm with a woman that when she's wearing regular shoes, we the same height, but then when she's wearing heels, she's a little taller than me. I really don't worry about those things, man. I really don't worry about those things. I match with chicks on dating apps that are taller than me all the time. I've been out on dates with women that are taller than me. Look, as long as a woman is sexy and I'm attracted to her, I really don't care. I really don't care. Like, I don't let see, my thing is the physical. Yeah, it's in your face. But because I believe in what's inside, because I believe in, identity and things like that, I feel like it's one thing to be tall in stature, but it's another thing to be tall in identity. You understand? It's another thing to stand tall with your energy, stand tall with the way you carry yourself, stand tall with the quality that you create for yourself as a man. You understand? Because a woman, see, no matter how tall a woman is, she's always going to look up to me.
Bars. Oh, that went over their head. I don't think. Can you please say that again?
No matter how tall a woman is, she's always going to look up to me. Period.
This is what guys don't understand, and I talked about this. When a woman admires you, she don't see none of that shit. Okay? And this is what guys got to understand. This is some real game. When a woman is genuinely and sincerely attracted to you, she just doesn't simply see attraction with her eyes. She sees it with her mind.
Exactly.
She sees it with her mind. And this is what guys don't understand. I once had someone tell me, I'm barely 5'9". Someone says, yeah, man, you 5'9", but your game is 6'5".
Ooh, exactly.
Which is what you said. You said that it's like, this is what guys don't understand. Bro, when you have that masculine identity, shout out to Miles Cunningham, bro, that shit is so potent and so powerful.
Yes, sir.
That it transcends something as superficial as height. Because height is superficial. Because just because a man is tall doesn't mean he's going to be a good fit for a chick.
Exactly.
Women will say, oh, I want a guy who's 6 feet tall. She'll get with a guy who's 6'5" and have a horrible experience. Get with a guy who's 5'7" or 8 and have the best experience she ever had. Don't let that height shit, don't let it fool you. And women will tell you that they've had great experiences with men who were average height. Okay, whatever average is, I don't know what the fuck average is, but whatever, it's less than 6 feet. So he says, what's the major difference between having high confidence or having a big ego? To me, yeah. Go ahead. No, go ahead and answer it first.
No, I was just gonna say, the difference between confidence and ego is the source. You understand? So a person can develop a big ego from having a nice car or having a certain amount of money. You understand? Ego comes from most of the time, ego comes from an external thing. You understand? Mm-hmm. Like if a dude is tall, he might have an ego because he's tall. Confidence, on the other hand, the source of confidence is just the belief in your identity, not in yourself, the physical body, but just the belief in who you are as a person, like who you are as a character, as a, who you are mentally, who you are spiritually, energetically, who you are, the type of value that you can bring from intelligence and other things like that. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, confidence is more about what's from the inside. Ego, usually the source of ego is usually outside.
So I'm gonna put it like this, and you're right. You're absolutely right. The problem with ego is ego will have you believing that you are deserving and entitled to something that you're not deserving or entitled to. So an example would be this: when you have YouTubers say these women are out here having sex with bum niggas, but they're rejecting a good man, that's ego talking. Number one, who said you was a good man? You said that. Ain't nobody else saying that about you. So a lot of times when guys, when they've never had so much as a parking ticket, they have a clean record, they have a degree, they make great money. Their ego says women should not reject me, they should want me. And their ego says if a woman is having sex with a guy who work at Walmart, but I'm a 6-figure attorney, something's wrong with her to not want me instead of this guy. That's ego. Confidence is understanding. See, confidence is I'll be okay if they don't like me.
Right.
Ego is I'm mad because they don't. I would say, in my opinion, that's the difference.
Exactly. Yeah. And I was just going to add ego requires validation. Confidence doesn't. You understand? Like ego, when somebody is in their ego, they're looking for somebody to say, hey man, good job. You understand? Yep. But a confident person could keep their head down and keep working because the source of the motivation for them to keep working comes from themselves. But
I'll add this. Guys who refer to themselves as a high value man, it's all ego driven.
That's ego.
It's all ego.
Right.
Look at my accomplishments and my accolades. Now I need the validation. That whole high value man shit is a bunch of egotistical dudes that are not sexually appealing to women. Because if you were the type of guy where you were sexually appealing to women, you wouldn't need to label yourself a high value man. You just do you. But when you have to label yourself, what you're saying is, I'm bringing attention to this thing that I've accomplished because I want validation for my accomplishments. Right. That's your ego.
Exactly. That's it.
So this guy says, K-Zach, when someone asks you who you are, what is your personal answer? My personal answer is, I'm a self-assured man that knows what I want and I don't play. And if you ain't with it, then cool. That's it. I'm not going to break down a laundry list of all these, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's it.
Exactly.
I mean, I could break down a laundry list, but for what though? You know what I'm saying? Exactly. I'm a self-assured man and I know exactly what I want and I know exactly how to get it. That's who I am. Let me say that shit again. I am a self-assured man. Shout out to the masculine identity. I know who I am and I know exactly what I want and I know exactly how to go about getting it. That's who the fuck I am.
Exactly. All right, man. Yo, we on OT, man. So let's get it, man.
Let's go. Yeah. You want to go ahead and plug anything before we get out this bitch?
Yeah, once again, guys, go to badboymembership.com and also go to masculineidentitymembership.com. At least go to the page, read up on it, check it out. You can cancel at any time. It is what it is. Yeah, man, appreciate you. Happy Halloween and all that cool shit. Guys, get out there. I hustle and holla if you feel inspired. And again, I also want to say this too to my photographers, to my real photographers out there. This is a good weekend for you to take pictures of people in their costumes, get the emails and Instagrams, and then network that into getting holiday gigs for Thanksgiving and Christmas and even New Year's too. All right. So, but yeah, this is a perfect time for you to take pictures of people in their costumes and network that into other gigs if you're a photographer. So go out there, take pictures of people, man, have a good time, enjoy yourself and be safe.
Real quick, Miles, I'm not sure if he's trying to ask about the Game Kings, but he says, when are y'all going to do another game and movies video? Yeah, I'm not sure what he's talking about.
Yeah, I mean, that's a every once in a while thing, man. If I feel like doing it, I do it. Or if there's a movie I want to talk about, I do it. That's not anything that's a periodical thing. So it is what it is.
You want to get this last question? Not this question. The question you want to get it? You want to go ahead and bounce?
What's this?
Okay. So he says, if I'm protecting my belief that I'm better than other people, and it stopped me from gaining skills. Is that an ego?
Yeah. See. Once you said better than other people, that's what fucks you up. You're only. See, that's ego. That right there is ego. That's not confidence. Someone who is confident doesn't have to be better than others. Someone who's confident is working on being better than they were yesterday. You understand? They keep it in here. I'm not in competition with any other people. I'm in competition with only myself. See, that's the difference between ego and confidence. Ego is like, yo, I'm better than you. You beating my chest. Oh, I'm better than you. I don't fuck you. Blah, blah, blah. I'm better than you. That's ego. But confidence is you really try to be better by looking at your skill level and say, hey, I'm trying to increase my skill level better than what I did yesterday. So if I did 10 yesterday, I'm trying to do 11 and 12 today. And that's just concerning me. I'm not worried about other people. You see what I'm saying?
And that's why I say manhood is a skill set, because being a man is a skill. Not everyone can claim being a man. They'll say they are, but when you pay attention to their actions and you see that they complain about shit all day, they're not men. So part of being a man is you want to be better than you are today. And then you want to be better than you are tomorrow, the next day. You want to always seek to improve and evolve and grow and mature and learn shit. Exactly. There are a lot of guys that are stuck. They're not learning anything. Mm-hmm. And the reason why they're not learning anything, because they never take the time to look within and figure out because we're all flawed. Okay? Nobody's perfect. So some of your flaws are you can't change, right? Some of your physical, but the way that you think, the way that you carry yourself, the way that you act, you can modify your behavior. So if you refuse to modify your behavior, you can't grow.
Exactly.
Yeah, but man, that's it on that, man. We're about to be out this bitch. Hey, like the fucking video. We out. Like the video. And real quick, if y'all want to leave Miles a little something.
Yeah, man.
Miles in the game. Y'all want to leave him a little something for y'all who are kind of hanging behind. Leave the homie a little something. We out this bitch.